Hello everyone, to Blinding White Light. And Election Day! We made it, finally! I'm clicking for it because we've seen this already. Stay on the ground and groan. Everyone's happy we're alive. They all think it's a bit weird. Feel sick on the ground, feeling like a worm in fever. Don't ask me, I'm not a maths guy, I'm an esoteric guy. Tenders fight back, so after we lead, justified reverse. Oh yeah, here we are. Right, game plan. It's not that late in the day, so there's no rush in voting. Hold on, I need to actually check I can be heard by stream, that's important. Yes, I can. I heard myself. It's not that late in the day, so there's no rush in voting. They won't close the polls until 9 o'clock. First of all, we need to report this to Lady Sageleaf. Then I'm assuming you'll need to have a chat with Darrow too. Look around. Is everybody here? Everyone? I mean, most of Tolstad. There's like a dozen different polling places set up around the city. This is just one of them. Where is Lady Sageleaf? In the garden, most likely. Though if my ears don't deceive me, Nearly's playing something on the field. We should go look. You should report to her first of all, in my humble opinion. Don't want to keep her waiting. Yeah, I need to talk to Darrow. Where do you think he is? Mainly because I need to tell him that his daughter did some silly things. Actually, I probably won't tell him that. No clue. Probably out here somewhere. Who else should I talk to? That's up to you, Cleric. And there's no stress. Once you've got the important stuff out of the way, you've got all day. It's only 10:20-ish. Oh gods, I need to figure out what I'm voting! The goblin laughs. I heard what you asked him, there at the end. Just follow your gut. I'm sure it'll work out. It's just one vote after all, not the end of the world. Should I tell people that I met Earth? He shrugs. Honestly, I don't think anyone will believe you. Or at the very least, not take you too seriously. But, you do you. Okay, let's go. Was that worth it? To go through all that dialogue again? Damn right it was. You must see every nook and cranny this game has to offer. Alright, well let's wander. I mean, we could see Lady Sageleaf first. You know what, let's follow Snail's advice. Grab the hammer! For a green coast! As Garlism forever! Yeah. Enjoy yourself, Romulus. You'll get scraps later. Ugh, the seagull. Wonder what he's voting in the election. Composed by the by. I didn't actually catch the end. Well, I'm sure you saw it on stream. If not, sorry. If not, if you subscribe to It's Stream at Morgause, you can go back and check it. Hopefully, not everyone's moved at this point. There you go. Have your points. Also, I can't get down there to go to the... Okay. Oh, there's
They're
Lady
blocking
Sagely.
the path.
She's just hanging out.
Yeah. Oh god.
It feels weird to see her not on her weird throne.
Yeah,
She just sort of looks like a normal person.
indeed. There's the throne. You approach the goblin chieftain sitting on the grassy field by herself, surrounded by goblins.
You notice several eyes fall upon you from the bodyguards stationed across the area. They're ready to attack you at a glance. She is enjoying the sun. Careful now. Be polite. She doesn't look so intimidating, sitting out here. Just immediately out. I guess dragons are just like reptiles, eh? Out here enjoying the sun. Yeah, everyone needs a good basking rod.
Oh, good old Sabat.
So you leave your throne at times?
She squints at you before closing her eyes again. I'm glad you didn't say the other thing. Snell?
Yes, my lady?
Report. How did it go?
The necklace of fireball was used accidentally in the tea shop. It was meant to go off underneath the temple on election day. Right about now, in fact.
She leans forward in a seat and glares at her servant.
Lord Gorm, in the Beyond, wished to use those deaths to bring back his god from the dead.
She stares at him.
You know, Earth.
I got that part.
Yeah, so, Lord Gorm was dealt with. He is confirmed dead. Real dead. Like, dematerialized.
She glances at you, then back at Snell. I see.
So, the threat was neutralized. There should be no ongoing repercussions.
The dragon clicks her tongue. Want more details later, but good. Well done. She turns to you with a slight smile. You as well, cleric. The service you've performed here is more than I ever expected.
A backhanded compliment. Love it. You are honourable. Right, that should be it. Then there was that chat with Earth. I don't even get to not talk about it. Then there was that chat with Earth.
Right. So I am startlingly unfazed by this account. Lady Sailsleaf then looks away twice before raising her eyebrows to the sky. Excuse me, did you say Earth?
You handle that one. Yes, Earth lives in the space between. He's dead, but his spirit acts as a channel for magic.
I have a guess you may have had a choice to say that, to not say that, if Snell wasn't with you. Because I think Snell was always going to say it. He's just there.
Yeah, or rather, he used his last strength to reach out this time. We had a nice conversation. A good talk.
She points a finger towards Snell. Why didn't you kill him? I want a full report on this later.
Of course, Lady Sageleaf.
Then the Goblin Chieftain grumbles to herself. Esoteric bullshit.
Agreed. call esoteric bullshit.
Whatever. She groans. It's good to have you back. I'm at least very glad you did not get stuck out there in the void. And you, Snell. I am very, very happy to you made it out alive. You are my best runner, after all.
My lady. He bows. Nerd. He loves her.
Oh, and just one more thing.
Yes?
You know I'm a dragon, right?
She did say she was going to tell him. He stares at her. His queen just dropped a bomb.
There was a very large shadow going overhead momentarily. She gestures lazily towards you. The cleric figured it out. So it was time for you to be told as well. Also everyone within earshot.
He blinks twice. Then once more. He would ask her if she meant it metaphorically, but he knows all too well his lady does not speak in riddles as such. He struggles to find his words.
I know you suspected, but here, I'll confirm it for you. I am a very old green dragon.
He closes his slacked jaw. My lady,
Are you still happy serving me, despite knowing this secret of mine?
He bows immediately. Of course I do.
Then guard this secret with your life. Starting with that guy over there. There are many forces on the coast who would wish us harm had it been discovered. She side-eyes you. Of course, it is not a difficult veil to maintain. Who would believe such an obvious, fantastical rumor? Who's Miska?
Miska is his lady, his partner, I think. Snell takes a step closer to his lady, his expression determined and excited. I don't know who Miska is. It has been referenced before. I think it's a female goblin he likes, but I could be wrong. I don't know why it came up there.
Well, Miska now needs to be assassinated. They're involved in this conversation, and they now know that she's a dragon, which is a problem, so she needs to die.
I've always wondered about your nature, my lady, he says softly, as to not let anyone among the festivities overhear. It's a surprise, but it doesn't change anything. If there is no difference in the way you view goblins, if you are as loyal to us as we have been to you, then you're one of us. Flame breathing or not. Doesn't make a damn bit of difference.
Actually, I breathe acid. She scoffs, and a soft scoff. The type to work as a disguise of some other, much warmer feeling. No flames from me, I'm afraid. I only produce heaps of chlorine gas. I fucking called it. My D&D knowledge of dragons is correct.
Snell's eyebrows shoot towards the sky. Chlorine what?
You and me will talk about all of this later, Snell. For now, you can rest assured this service you have provided has earned you a hefty promotion. I'm going to fuck the shit out of you tonight.
He's blushing. Adorable. His infatuation is showing.
And don't look so shocked. Your peers will believe that I've chewed you out or something. She cackles.
Your companion attempts to compose himself, then mutters, I'm just surprised that cleric figured it out so quickly. She
She's
literally calls herself the
literally
Dragon of
called
Tolstad.
The literal dragon cackles and leans back in her rocky seat. Now go vote, you two. It's election day, for God's sake.
Yes, Lady Sageleaf. Anything you say.
She clicks her tongue with a smirk.
Turn to Snail and whisper, so you're really okay knowing that she's a... The goblin gives you a surprisingly nonchalant shrug. I won't stand here and say I'm unfazed, but really it doesn't change much. If anything, it just makes me more certain. The halfway has a great future, and I'll be here to make sure it happens. Oh gods. He's into it. Such a curveball out of nowhere, and nothing, not even a sliver of uncertainty. Your companion is strong. Snell will process this later. You are sure of that? Like all lower creatures, they yearn for service. It is only natural for him to bow before the lizard. Bot! Shoot that bot!
Yeah.
Use chlorine. Chlorine, what's it called? Chlorine gas.
I got
What?
it.
What was it, chlorine gas? That's something very different.
Yes, it was.
Oh god.
I believe
she
it
uses
was
chlorine gas.
Mm-hmm.
Bow your head in it. That's terrifying. You're terrifying. Oh god, are we going to get enough time to talk to everyone? Let me behold Miss Nearly with new eyes. Hell yeah. She does not care for politics or the world at large, yet she tries to uphold a sense of understanding in order to further her art. The goblin plays for herself. She seeks no glory, only to support herself with her craft. It seems to have not gone so well so far. Do you remember this one?
I do
It was a bit snelly.
not. Bit snelly. Ah.
It was goblin-y.
Right.
It was nasally.
Yes. Miss Nearly sits on the grass, playing a tune carried long on the wind.
She is so deeply into her performance, she does not notice you approach. An interesting tune. Not traditional, but still neat. She's good. She plucks her strings, but they are connected to the esoteric music machine. An interesting way to make music. Esoteric music. How wonderful.
Goblin Bard keeps playing to the HWBT goblins.
Wave turn.
She glances up at you, gives a quick nod before continuing to play.
Look at the audience.
They're all spellbound by the melody. So much so
Mostly
they didn't even hear
goblins.
the admission of the
Had a
dragon.
conversation though, yes. The mostly goblins of the Halfway Bridge tribe, enjoying a fine day outside. Let her play, cleric. And if you want to sit down and listen, I think we've got the time. Just let her play.
Didn't need to remember her voice.
Nope. Who did not? I've discovered nothing more about Moongore. Are we going to throw hands now? Well, well. Look what Snell dragged back. It's the human man thing. In one piece too. Very impressive, I know. Toothy grin spreads on her face. I hope you're ready for our sparring match, cleric. The election is almost over. I will break you. Don't break me too hard. No promises. Snell gives you a disgusted look. Not in front of me, please. Oh, come now. You have to be the referee, Snell. I decline, politely and intensely. Moongore lifts her mace up on her shoulder. Watch yourself. This election day is ramping up. No trouble on Tolstad, but there has been some brewing on the north wall. Oh, anything bad? No, just sounds fun. Wish I could have got in a brawl. Just a little one. That'd make my day. Well, the cleric would love to do it now, but we really don't have the time. Boring. Oh. I'll be standing here then, hoping for something interesting to happen. She groans and adjusts her shield. Any moment now. You enjoying the music? It's pleasurable, yeah. Nearly as an artist. Not many deserve such a title. Most who call themselves that simply sit in their dark boats, typing or painting away at some deep and oh so meaningful static thing. No. Real art lives in the air, like lightning, like blood before it dries. She shivers. I get it. She ignores your words and lets out a deep rumbling growl. Now silence. The thunder is roaring. Have fun with that. I'm assuming I doubt there's anything interesting about the snail thing. Yes, there is. Nothing additional. Drummer. Do you remember Drummer's voice?
Drummer had many voices.
Sturm is goddamn streaking. Sturm has streaked 100 times. Well done, Sturm. I'm very proud of you. It requires some sort of... I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you since stream 1 to stream 100 for your unbroken streak. I appreciate you for turning up and I appreciate you for watching. Birdfolk, level 1 entrepreneur. Celtic neutral. It's just a crate, right? But what's the I don't think it is. Rhythmic thumping noise. You're kidding. The bird is actually the tea shop owner. The tea shop owner is... He's come on. Really? This must be the silliest, most idiotic and plain stupid plan you've ever seen enacted. Even if he is one of those bird people who are able to survive without food or water for weeks. Okay, listen up. The bird is inside the crate. No, he's not. And once you get it open, you'll be in for interrogation. So be ready. He'll try to talk himself out of it. But don't worry about that. Just focus on getting him to tell you the actual truth. Be rough or smooth, doesn't matter.
Near Our Lady's apartments, you hear that familiar rhythmic thumping noise.
Oh, I remember what you did for this. You
I
combined
remember
a load of
what I
different
did.
things.
Yes, I did. Yes, that's why I said he's got many voices.
Yeah, the dumb.
Yep. Cleric?
Huh? No.
Oh, no. Cleric.
Is that my voice?
Cleric. Sorry, It was the first thing... Oh, sorry. It was the first thing I had.
Right, well, don't, please. That's creepy as all else.
I was really good at predicting the other snails.
So you're still hanging around here, huh?
Yes. That was the other thing. I just kept doing that yes for any affirmative action.
You did, yes.
The bird stops his claws on the tiling. I grovelled and begged for mercy. Now I'm all kinds of stuck in this shit. Bah! The bard strikes a dramatic pose.
He appears well. Is this his true personality? He was way more ass-kissy last time. The bird is not allowed to speak to you like this. Or is it the language issue you are unsure? Sorry about taking your papers. But look at it from the bright side. Now you can pay off your debt and get a clear conscience.
Conscience. Oh, conscience. He copies your voice. Conscience. Conscience is human bullshit.
Do not expect your Bacardi to answer to any forms of morality. They are a cursed species for a reason. Okay, now I'm not sorry anymore. Fuck you. You make a bad name for every Yobu in the city, and while I only know of you, if I ever meet another one in their lifetime, I'm going to have all sorts of negative stereotypes in my mind, all because of you, and that's not okay.
You have made me racist.
Well, you certainly make a great case for yourself.
The bird lets out an angry grunt, sounding like the type of thick dwarven fellow. Well, I'm gonna be here for a long time, so get used to it.
You can't just flee from an active crime and get an active investigation like this.
But I didn't do it, sir. I'm innocent. Like a child frolicking in the summer field among the flowers and the bees.
Innocent of the explosion, yes, but the rest, we know he's innocent. We're just torturing this poor bird.
Well, he did try and, I think he was committing embezzlement.
True. Oh no, true. That was where the necklace of fireballs was stored. It was in his secret place.
Look, I'm here to stay. No need to be shitty about it. Lady Sageleaf, her will be done. I'm stuck with her for months, maybe years. That's punishment enough.
Seriously, don't use my voice.
Fucking do it.
The halfway's handled his secret cache, right? Touched now. Yeah, I got a message about it. It's all collected by now. Some went through official channels.
Sam.
Stop. I'm going to take days to get through it all in a safe way. If we let the city handle it, it'll take months. Don't worry, Mr. Drummer. I'm sure the old lady will ask you for some help. Shoot him something you can't then leave. A somewhat talkative dwarf. Let us steal his stuff. I don't remember this dwarf. The dwarf ignores you and whispers to the goblins, "The storm calls to us." Okay.
The moon is red.
A blood moon rises.
The time has come.
This elf is seeking an escape. Why else be here, of all places? Her matriarch. Yes, this woman is in trouble, just like you. You see the elf conversing with the giant celestial... the giant central tree of Tolstad. Her words clearly articulated.
And then you look above it and you see a celestial.
Oh, my lord, do not fret. They do not wish you any harm. They are voting. It's called democracy. She's speaking quite clearly. Take care of her elders. How lovely. The leaves on the tree rustle and the elf chuckles. Yes, it is quite silly, isn't it? Oh, cleric. I'm just having a chat here with Lord Pooh. Speak of plants? Yes, cleric. The leaves rustle again, and the elf translates. He says hello. A branch sways in the wind. In a minute now, we have to be polite first. The cleric is a great hero in the city. Is he trying to get rid of me? She chuckles, creepily. In a nice way. I've been meaning to see how it went for you, actually, with your little trip. Glance at the pillow of jaw. Yes, that trip. Lord Pooh here saw it all. He sees most things around here, in fact. So he is interested too. Aren't you, Min Pooney? It went well, almost died, but that's usually how it goes with most things. Snell listens to your description intently. Interesting. Communion with the primal strings and our little Vatar makes it clear the disturbance of the tea shop has been calmed as well. You should feel proud, cleric. That is an accomplishment. Thank you, Nassan. You are welcome. Maybe we should leave these two lovebirds to their action. Your companion mutters behind you. He stands quite a bit away, as per usual. Yes, perhaps we should. Although first, I should speak with you about a certain topic. Druidism, cleric. Druidism, a political movement pushed mainly by groves of collective druids across the coast. They have many divergent ideas, but primarily they focus on reverence for nature, primal spirits, and a focus on cultivating honourable relationships with the physical landscape and all its inhabitants. Druidism, like agriculturalism, but more liberal. That is a true path to war. That is folly. Do not listen to this primal balance. Idiocracy. Idiocracy. Idiocracy? Idiocy. Idiocy. What about it? It has no real foothold in Norfolk, but we have our monthly meetups in various parks around the city. If you wish to partake in the next one, you have my official invitation. Me? A druid? Yes. Sure, we'll be interested in listening. Wonderful. I'll be sure they get enough fika for all of us. Fika, a dwarven term for tea and cookies, or something else sweet, usually used to take a break during work, to the dismay of employers everywhere. Yes! We usually discuss primal incidents, how to keep our parks and below areas safe from expansion and so on. I'm sure they would be interested in hearing about that tea shop. Some people expressed concern over it, was primal or elemental related. I'll be glad to see you there, cleric. And I hope you two enjoy this election day. You've earned it. She smiles. A creepy smile. Snell clears his throat and looks awkward. Time to go then, cleric. He is standing quite a bit away from Nessan, as always. I've been meaning to ask now, but why are you so afraid of mushrooms? Where does it come from? Not scared. It's a rational aversion. Nessan chuckles, a deep chuckle. You can dig a bit here. Convince him to tell you. He must tell me. Fuck. You ruined your relationship. Nah, ignore that. Snell looks at you, probably very aware of your faults. He shakes his head while maintaining eye contact. He can't read your mind, can he? I hope not. Let's try it. Scream internally and see if he flinches. Scream internally. The goblin looks at you funny, but does not flinch. Cleric, are you done? You've been standing there for a while now. He appears to be deep in thought. Perhaps meditating. How relaxing. Just change the subject. Tell Lord Pooh thank you for the cash. Some good stuff in there. The tree rustles. That's happened again. He understands you, and he tells you. Pooh, you can't say that. She slaps the trunk. Bet she does. I apologise on his behalf. That's okay, I got Lou. That's all that matters. Of course. She leans in and whispers to you. I will calm him down. Sorry about this. It's election day. Damn right it is, Rogue. Yeah, though, I've got to ask. Like, really, what is your relationship with that tree? Fine, I'll admit it. I might be stringing him along a bit. Oh. Yes. Nothing I'm too proud of. But some trees of the more virile variety tend to enjoy attention. Not the debaucherous kind, mind you. The kind of attention given by the heart. But if a 10-minute conversation a month gives an old tree his jitters, then who am I to deny him? That's cute, I think. Something like that, perhaps, yes. She gives you a wide grin. Tree hugger. Learn the dark secret about Nissan and her tree. This is an achievement I just got. I'll leave you to it. I don't know how I feel about this information. I think she is intentionally turning on the tree. The crab! I need to speak with animals. Pronto. Do you remember crab voice? Blue. Blue's dead. Blue is dead and we have killed him. Well, I can't do crab voice without Blue. That would just be rude. I bet he doesn't even remember crab voice. I'd remember crab voice. If Blue streamed, I would do a crab voice for Blue, and I would remember it for every day of my life. Would he pay me the same courtesy? I doubt it. Well, I guess we'll just look out into the near distance while we wait for Blue to return. Oh look, snails. Oh wait, no, I'm also climbing. Where is Blue? Oh, where is Blue? Blue. Where is Blue? Circle the shrine and wait for Blue. This would probably be a good time to run ads while I wait for Blue. Who knows? Ah, fuck it, I'll do that. We're running 3 minutes ads. Those that are subscribed gets to watch me walk around this tree for a while. So how's everyone's day been? Have you been making good choices? Have you been achieving everything you want to achieve? Have you succeeded at life? Have you ate well today? If you take medication, I hope you've taken your medication. If not, do so now. Unless it is not the allocated time. Riveting adventure, walking around a tree. Damn right it is. This is how disrespectful the dog is of my time. Does that count as tree hugging? I don't think we can get behind to the tree. I think that's a bit more than tree hugging. Are we hugging the tree here? Kind of. Vomiter. one bit of hair that's going right into my eye, which is very distracting. How's everyone coping in the heat? It's very hot here at the moment, although it has cooled down today, which is nice. Unfortunately, my work is very inside, so there's not... It tends to maintain the heat. So even though it hasn't necessarily been hot, the building has been. Is Rasputin making a cameo? I don't think so. Rah rah Rasputin. Speaking of Rasputin, there is talk of a Formatage DLC. So maybe we will yet see Rasputin again. And I think if there is a Formatage DLC, then I think we'll definitely play it. Now, you may be wondering, what is Morgause going to do after this stream? What is the new Friday, Saturday game going to be? I don't know. I've had a couple of ideas. Maybe we'll go for something a bit shorter. I do have plans in the long run for perhaps a collaborative Friday, Saturday stream. But for now, that is not the case. But when that does happen, I would like something I can just play because. Did think of a... What was it? Is it Murdered Soul Suspect? Is that the game you got me, Stab? I think so. I was thinking about doing that. Got it, don't plan to do things on a Friday. Well, you can do things on a Friday if you'd like to. You'd just be missing out on the lovely me. But that's what VODs are for, right? Yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing. It needs to be a big game. It usually is. Can't believe Blue would be so selfish to do this. No, not if I meant to be joining on Friday. I mean, potentially, but for that plan, we need a certain other person to be free, and they are currently still doing their long form game. So that's why I need something else to buy to the time before that one. Maybe we'll do a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. That could be fun. Maybe we could do a different RPG playthrough. Friday, Saturdays tend to be RPGs, but I could look something to do. Now that I could be a part of. Indeed. I think we will play Esoteric Ebb again. I just don't think I'll be doing it soon. I think it will be a return to sort of situation after some time has passed. Because I don't know what's going to happen with this game. They might fully voice act it, who knows? They didn't think they were going to go to do that for Disco, and then it got fully voice acted. So I'm surprised it hasn't blown up more. I would have I hope people will play this game. Even if you've seen me play through it the whole way through. I think it offers enough variety to warrant multiple playthroughs, personally. Come on, Blue. Did he die? Should I be concerned? Are we playing it? I fully intend to do so. Might rope you into it. Sure. I'll be down. Fully voicing the snail. That'd be cool. Hey, if you are watching and you've made a Esoteric Ebb, and you've liked any of the voices that me and Blue do, well, I don't know, I can't speak for Blue. But call me. My email's down below. No, I imagine they would not struggle for voice actors. We didn't necessarily do conventional voices for a lot of the characters. This is getting slightly concerning now. I am actually going to shoot a message over to see if he's dying. I hope not. That'd be inconvenient for me. What would I do? I'd have to do all the voices myself. This is where he's just been muted the whole time and he hasn't realised. That'd be funny. Just sent him a message saying, "You coming back?" I don't know what next week is going to look like. Monday, if anything, will be late. Wednesday should be fine. We should be doing something on Wednesday. Whether that be Warframe or something else. But I can't speak for the weekend or anything. I have a busy work week that week. So this has been odd in terms of my work week for being more available in different times I've worked. So blue melted because of the heat? I wouldn't be surprised. Us Brits don't cope well with heat. Unless we're on holiday, of course. Or in a beer garden. Maybe we should find let's find somebody else to talk to that Blue does not voice. That feels like a sensible option. Ah, a blue character. Blue did not voice Viscan. Me and him voiced the rats. Let's see if we can discover anything new about Viscan. I doubted it. Hello, cleric. Hey, are you voting? I've already done so, yes. I am an early bird. Same. Yes, I may have noticed that. He then squints his eyes in the sun. I will schedule a meeting with you, cleric. About your trip to the beyond. Oh? That information will be highly valuable. Tell him the knowledge and perspective he can provide will be worth it. R.I.P. Blue, we barely knew what happened. Yeah, one day we'll find out. How did you... The esoteric event she caused was quite obvious. I'm quite impressed you managed to use the Sphinx's key. Not something I expected to work out. Interesting nonetheless. Why should I tell you anything? He shows no anger, only fascination. The answer to that is obvious, cleric. I am asking nicely. No. If you'll change your mind in the future, let me know. The pale man stares at you. I must also thank you for completing this quest of yours. How do you know I completed the quest? You escaped from the beyond alive, cleric. That implies one simple thing. You dealt with whoever was on the other side. He slowly raises his hand before him, forming it into a thumbs up. Well done, cleric. You've been an exemplary government employee. I will see you soon. Yeah, see you. I also voiced this guy, so I can do this one too. Fuck, I have forgotten things about this. The kobold stands in a corner, watching over the area with the eyes of a hawk. Cleric, go! I do not want to talk. Not to you. That's good. That's rude. Why are you so rude? You are rude. Have you ever looked in the mirror? Rude face on, cleric. You can't see my face. I have a helm on. No. I know you are ugly under metal. Very ugly. Sticks and stones may break my bones. That is true, but it has nothing to do with this conversation. Stupid cleric. The kobold growls at you. Cute. Do you want your crossbow back? The kobold squints at you. Cleric is playing game. I do not trust you. No, really. You can have it back. I'm done with my adventure for now. Okay. He slowly lowers his guard and holds out a claw. Give, now! Hand him the light crossbow. He snatches it from your hands the second you hold it out. It is back! Ost hides it behind his back as if you'll be taking it again. You do not get again. Never! I'm going. Ah, the insane lich is there as well. Blue does return. I imagine he will struggle. Let's do every other character that I voice, so that when Blue does get back, Blue has to do non-stop talking. I think that sounds like a good idea. I think that sounds particularly devilish. Let's...
Yeah, the crossbow that you basically just stole from.
Yeah. Let's go over to where I was, and then I can carry on with that conversation. Remember, you prep for snail, man. Spoilers.
Yes, all right. I've got my drink.
Oh look, Romulus. It's the cleric of Norvik, come to bless us once again. Aren't you just a darn lucky charm of a human, eh? He slaps you on the arm. It hurts. I actually met with one of those ancient snail people. What? Yeah, he should be around here somewhere. A fellow called Isk Urim. Gardu Grin. An actual snail folk. Alive and all. Last time I checked. I'll have to... Oh.
Oh, you need to screen share.
Shit!
I've been watching delayed. Appearing out of a puff of tiny esoteric sparks, Isk suddenly stands behind you. Or beside you. Yeah, there we are. Hello!
Oh.
I heard my name with my non-existent ears.
That's... I. The dwarf stares at the snail with a grin.
In return, Isk just nods. Yes, absolutely. No need to worry. I have been in stasis for a millennia. I'd say that loses me mineral rights. The snail lets out a bubbling laugh. And I see these white manes must have found something sinister in our halls, which isn't surprising, really. My kin were quite mad bunch towards the end.
What? He's gesture at your head. The dwarf... I forgot that was me. The dwarf stares blankly, then he gets it. You're reading my mind.
Ah, yes. Sorry if it's intrusive. I can't really help it, you see.
I very much hope you don't mind me being myself in chat during this. No, Cetrin, be my guest.
I have been hydrating as this has gone on.
No, very effective. Efficient. I like it. But then, do you know where it is?
Not to a degree that would make you happy, but perhaps to a degree that would be helpful. For you see, my good dwarf, I do seek certain artifacts that could be found in Tularamon. So perhaps we could collaborate.
Yeah. Vindalite. The dwarf reaches out and grabs the snail's hand, shaking it. We'll make a good team, Isk.
Good, I'll be in touch. Hello.
The dwarf turns back to you, his eyes beaming. Literally. Can't believe this is happening. Years of toil, and now everything happens at once. Thanks to you, cleric. He shakes your hand as well, leaving some snail mucus on your glove. I'll be sure to let you know how it goes, and if you're interested in some freelancing, I'll be sure to reach out as well. I love how he just disappears. The dwarf laughs manically. The rust monster follows suit. Then he leans in with sudden serious expression. And you're voting green, aren't you? I don't know yet. I was going to decide on the voting booth. My god did tell me to. We'll just appease everyone for now. Of course. Ha! Go. Connect. He laughs and slaps you on the arm again. Romulus makes a screeching noise on his shoulder. Be seeing ya. Okay, bye. Thank you, citizen. Right, let's run back over here to talk to all the characters we didn't talk to before. We're going to talk to so many people, we're going to pass by voting time.
Would be rather humorous.
Alright, we were over here, so let's see if we can behold anything more about Kraid and get some amazing revelation. No, we can't. You ready for Kraid?
Kraid! You approach the crocodile man, a deep growling coming straight from his stomach.
The sound causes you to shiver. You know he is hungry.
Kraid does not often visit city during day. Not so many good targets. A few, he says, and with nods. A few. Kraid hungers.
You're not going to attack anyone, are you?
Kraid considers it. The monster shrugs.
Oh god.
For now, the hunt is sadly ceased. This election is not Kraid's time to shine.
So you're just hanging about?
Visken asked.
Oh, you missed this as well. Visken asked us to collaborate more with him. And I went, no, fuck no, 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 no. And then he went, well, I'm asking, and I don't have to ask. And I went, I'm still saying no.
In case of trouble, he asked. Oh, in case of trouble, he asked Kraid to, yes, hang out. Kraid hopes there is trouble. His mouth drools.
I mean to ask, what are those slug dogs anyway?
The crocodile man stares at you for a moment. He shrugs. Depends. Kraid is master chef. Kraid makes slog dog out of anything.
Well, have I got the stream for you, Grade? You can watch Setron Netterman playing the game about cooking, which I've forgotten the name of.
Misty Izakaya.
That one. So if I'm, like, allergic to something, you can't really guarantee my safety?
If cleric, as you say, allergic, then cleric does not have the constitution for life anyway. Might as well die.
I know some people that genuinely talk like that. They're like, if you have an allergy, then that sucks for you. But it sounds like you're just weak. I don't have an opinion on eugenics. I'm very neutral on the subject. I disagree.
Cleric does as cleric do. He shrugs with a grin.
Good day, Grade. The rats. You approach the 5 happy rats in a circle. A joyful squeaking fills your ears. How cute. It's almost like they're holding a little debate. Little ones, they are horrible rats. And I speak of animals. The spell activates, and your ears are suddenly filled with the most horrific sludge. Political bickering.
Do we remember who is who?
I will do. I believe Red Rat was me.
You did do Red Rat, yeah.
Are you a fool? Speaks the. Oh, hold on. I did different voices for that. Ah, fuck it. They're just going to be the different personality voices now. Are you a fool? Screeched the Red Rat, his tiny whiskers quivering with righteous fury. The blessed teachings of Earth demand human supremacy. These streets belong to the children of Norvik, not some mongrel coalition of. A good little rat. Yellowbat Rat was.
Yeah, I think it was me. Oh, spare us the dead god propaganda, interrupts the yellow rat, rubbing her paws together. What this city needs is economic freedom! Join the Free Cities Trade Network and watch prosperity flow from grain through broken silo. Democracy, commerce, liberty!
Hell yes, good rat.
What colour is this?
Green.
Rat. I don't remember. Wisdom rat.
I remember I did silly voices for them, and now I can't remember what they are, so you're getting what you're getting, folks.
I'm trying to remember which type. So it was
I mean, I can be
yellow,
green,
red, green, white, and black. Okay, yeah, I think I was white.
Liberty, the green rat practically foams at his whiskers. Liberty to exploit the working rodent. Your free trade is simply slavery with extra steps. The Workers' Party demand fair wages for every current rodent, even the oppressed sewer newts. Why does the green one speak like a Vorgani Highlander? Radical, but well thought.
The white rat wrings his tiny paws desperately. Please, can't we just get along? I mean, we're all rats here. Surely there's some common ground.
Don't be a pussy! The red rat hisses back. Oh, I remember the black rat. It was hell. It was like the devil. I don't remember who. I think it's probably me, so I'll do it. The black rat.
Then let that. Oh yes, I go on.
Oh, it was either completely contrasting. It was either going to be extremely deep, or it was a really high pitched one. I don't know what that means, Cetrin. You put strange characters in my chat.
Hold on, I think I can.
I think you'll find, Cetrin, that you know how to band yourself, because my rules do say only chat in English, please. So
why did you tell us to run? Yeah, there we go. I translated it as you said that.
Shit. Yeah. Sorry, Cetrin. Okay. Cool. Let us find no common ground in the ashes. This is what I'm doing. In the ashes of your pathetic ideologies. When the great burning comes, all your politics will matter naught. The agricultural collective understood this as they feasted upon the grain before they sold their souls to the green fool's workers' paradise. The agricultural party were crypto-fascists, snaps the green rat. We absorbed their few decent policies and discarded their reactionary. Crypto-fascists! Red Rat's eyes bulge. We're the ones preserving traditional values while you preach the dissolution of species hierarchy. Earth's divine plan. Green, I think. No, Jacob, I was talking about the agricultural collective. Oh, the Red Rat says. I just assumed. Can I ask something? No! They all yell in unison, except the white rat, who holds up a paw.
I want to suggest a bit of a break. The white rat practically weeps. Maybe if we just took a moment and thought about how our words can hurt other people, maybe we can learn to love one another and truly be happy.
They all look at one another for a bit as a silence sweeps over their debate circle.
Like the White Rat continues. A compromise?
Compromise is weakness, Red Rat shrieks. Compromise is exploitation, Green Rat shrieks even louder.
Compromise is badness! The Yellow Rat shrieks the loudest of them all.
Keep listening. Unclear.
Is business all you think about?
Let's just assume it's White Rat.
At least I'm honest about... is business
Yellow
all
Rat.
you think about? At least I'm honest about profit motives, supply and demand, natural selection of ideas.
No, oh, this is the
That's Black
this
Rat.
is the devil. Natural selection? How quaint. I once believed in the sanctity of grain stores and harvest cycles. Now see the truth. All grows rotten in the end. Even your precious democracy, frankly, will crumble to dust. White Rat.
But if we could find a middle path, a compromise that respects everyone's...
The collapse is inevitable, the Black Rat whispers ominously. The 5 rats glare at each other with the intensity of creatures who've been having this exact argument for approximately 17 consecutive hours. The Green Rat adjusts his tiny worker's cap, which is actually a bottle cork. Look, the material conditions of sewer hierarchies clearly demonstrate...
Oh, stuff your material conditions up your burrow! The Yellow Rat waves a dismissive paw. The invisible paw of the market sorts everything out. Compromise breeds excellence. Or competition breeds excellence.
Competition breeds rivers of blood. Black Rat intones darkly. I've seen the fields burn. The granaries are emptied. The hope drained from farmers' eyes like blood from a punctured grain sack. Okay, seriously, the Green Rat says. You need help, Marky? I don't think you ever got over that incident. Yes. Perhaps this is true. But therapy did not work, so I will never see the light again.
The White Rat, desperate to change the subject. Has anyone considered the weather lately? Lovely weather for Unity. Unity!
The weather is a manifestation of Earth's displeasure with foreign influence. Red Rat practically vibrates with theological fervour. These unseasonable rains are clearly punishment for abandoning traditional rat values.
Actually, the White Rat, the Yellow Rat smirks. I've considered the market on umbrella futures. Rain is fascinating for business.
While the working rat gets soaked. The Green Rat pounds his tiny fist, having forgotten his talk with poor Marky. Typical capitalist exploitation of natural disasters. Let them all drown, the Black Rat murmurs with satisfaction. The rain falls equally on the just and the unjust. Mostly on the unjust, if we're fortunate. The cacophony reaches a crescendo as all 5 rats begin squeaking simultaneously, their tiny voices creating a symphony of democratic dysfunction that would make any Reedian parliament proud. Eventually, the time and the spell runs out. Their squeaking turns back into actual squeaking. Finally, some peace and quiet. You really sympathise with the White Rat. I should go. After that, are you ready for Lich?
Oh god, alright.
Or should I go elsewhere?
Yeah. No, I can do this.
Well, ducks after that, so that's completely the opposite of that register, so...
Yep, no, this is fine.
Apparently I've got to run all the way round here to talk to him.
You spot a familiar skull perched on the crumbling edge of the ancient snail tower overlooking the river. Kick him in.
He's completely still, like an ornament of a particularly morose garden decorator. Wonderful.
Cleric! The skull spins to face you, gems twinkling. Come, sit with me!
Maybe he's going to push me off.
He gestures, but nothing.
He seems to think he gestured. Sit next to the skull.
Ah. Sometimes a man needs to stretch his legs, let some fresh air in his lungs.
He has neither legs nor lungs.
Well, shut up. No need to brag. This spot is great, isn't it? The river, the sky.
It's nice, yeah. Although I don't really want to fall in again.
But I've been thinking, cleric. Wouldn't it look nice with your corpse? The skull rattles slightly. I need a new doom.
Ah, he's using he's a doom build.
Doom?
I quite liked your secret chamber. Very necromantic.
My current alcove is fine. Fine. But fine is not spectacular. A necrolord deserves better.
I feel like you might catch some attention if you leave the crypt. Is that really what you...
The north wall? Have you seen the view from up there? Hasn't. I could set up a whole laboratory, balcony overlooking the city, maybe a reading nook by the window. The altitude alone would be worth it. The feng shui alone would lead to much more out-tuned leyline access.
I live on the North Wall. It's nice, but you're not moving in with me.
You do? Good. Then you'll have a new neighbor soon.
I have no strong feelings on your presence on the North Wall. It's a very, very big district.
Yes, it'll be perfect.
How did you get out of the crypt?
What do you mean? I simply walked.
Do I? It was a revelation to me too. I didn't realise I lived there. In all honesty, if the average Norvokian saw a skull floating on by casually, then they would most likely not assume it was an evil undead. They would assume it was a joking illusion or cantrick by some neighbouring kid. Feng Shui?
Don't get me started, it's one of my many hobbies. And I know what you're thinking. Why would an incredibly honourable lich like myself ever dabble in celestial bullshit? Reason 1. Balance of the elements.
Happy Sunday evening. I say waking up at noon because of work. Happy Sunday evening indeed. And I hope you have a good time at work. I hope it isn't too stressful, and I hope your day is nice and chill.
Radiance might hurt quite a bit, but that pain can be the secret to longevity, you know. I would know, I am immortal.
Are you really a lich? You seem more like a talking skull who reads too many magazine tales.
I would retort with some clever, but I'm enjoying the sun far too much to entertain your inane comment.
Suppose we're not asking him if he's voted yet. Thank you likewise, and I hope so too. Well, I do hope so. I'm not working today, surprisingly. I have a Sunday off, and I think it's a match day today, so I'm quite surprised I got it off. But I'm not complaining. Well, good luck with that.
Luck. Luck is for mortals. You do not plan ahead.
I do love you doing this voice, because it does occasionally cut out because of the energy you are giving it. Lich enjoying the song? He isn't like other girls. He really isn't, and he's a feminist.
I am a feminist! The skull turns back towards the river. Somehow. Viscon thinks that I'm being ridiculous, of course. But what does he know about interior design?
Well, on that
He fills his basement with apples!
Not much. His lair is pretty drab.
Exactly!
I'm right over here, Cleric. I can hear you. Especially with the amount of Bondivore is shouting.
Buy a table! Anyway. Good luck, Cleric. Always a pleasure. Oh, good talk, Cleric. I'm not that much of a cunt.
The undead gentleman is politely asking you to leave his company. Get up.
If you need me, I'll be here.
Okay. You will not. Everything you have learned from this mad Dimulet has already been extracted. Is it really okay for an undead creature like this to just hang out in the sun? A zombie or a ghoul might be affected in serious ways, but a demi-lich is no vampire. They have no hypersensitivity to sun and or regular light. Clearly old Bondeville here doesn't even have any regular sensitivity. See who Anne Bondeville. Absolutely. A lich who doesn't believe in equity for all genders and workers' rights isn't a lich, but simply an undead tyrant. I think he's definitely an undead tyrant.
I was gonna say, I don't think these two things are mutually exclusive.
I think he likes feminism because feminism was started by hags in this universe. And he liked it because it helped create more of a workforce that was had magic potential, and he liked it because they were very good at magic. And so he wanted to support this new up and rising movement. His intentions for feminism is not exactly great. Free drinks sponsored by the Ascani Trade Reading Company, and that's how they get the votes. It's like a brownie points checklist.
At what point
where if you get to be a good little skeleton, you get to be called a lich.
No.
Oh, nat 20. Let's see if we learn anything more about Raz after we try to bottle him. A focused killer. His body count must be up in the hundreds. Well, I wouldn't have tried to stab him if I knew that. The type of man who wishes for nothing but the destruction of humanity, the Earthfolk especially, and the downfall of this invading species upon the shores of Ascani. The more you stare into those deranged eyes of his, the more you understand. He is not full of hatred, from some idealistic vision of the future. He does not view the future of all Ascani as a goblin paradise. All he wants, especially due to some personal vendetta fueled by sociopathy, is to erase humanity from existence. Gulp. Considering the context we had about the goblin genocide, I don't necessarily blame him, but mass murder isn't great. Genocide to deal with to get back at genocide isn't great. They're both bad. They're both bad things to do. Do you remember his voice?
Human. Yeah.
He was around there. Turn to Snell. I don't think he likes me. He doesn't like anyone.
Raz glares at you from beneath that hood. Then he puts down his pipe with a scowl. Looking forward to the day your human filth are wiped out for good. I can promise you it's not far away.
Yeah, we deserve it. Kneel before him. Why are you so mean? Oh, shut up. Why are you so mean?
I'm not saying that I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. Nobody likes humans. Even humans don't like humans. You should all just die.
Your opinion is valid. Great discourse. Your companion laughs at your comment.
Raz looks away and grumbles to himself.
I think he's upset now. Yeah, us goblins are so sensitive, you know.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Discourse. In name. I should leave him be.
Fuck you.
I'd love to get a griffin one day. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Thank you for the additional comment. I would also love to have a griffin one day. I've learned nothing new about the duck. Duck!
Soldier. That's not quite low enough. The Dark
Okay.
Knight greets you with a word. Yes, it is. His voice emanating ominously and quite esoterically from his armor. He does not say anything. Except Soldier,
You
apparently.
cannot get him to speak. But you know all too well, there is something here you are missing. I did speak with my god, so... you met with Gorm, a paladin just like... You learned about the manhood from the duck. Hell yeah. Wait. What? By the gods. Look at his armor. His axe. The way he speaks. He's a paladin. One wrought in rage and darkness. Resurrected by Viscon. Yes. A shade of an old icon. And you know which. Oh, is it? Oh gods, it's... Yes. Oh, never mind. Borgo Darrow! Yeah, that was the first Darrow. He was like a hero of Earth.
Ah.
This probably means he knew... God, I can't remember his name now, but the paladin that we talked to in the pillar. And probably knew Earth as well.
Ah.
The one and only. His corpse must have been stolen by the foul pale man. Foul pale man. Your Borgo Darrow.
No response.
You're the first paladin on Earth.
He says nothing for a while.
He has not heard that lion. He has not heard that name in a very long time. I haven't heard that name in a very long time.
Hold on one moment.
Occupy yourselves.
Darkness, soldier.
Oh. That was
I
my
just
moment.
had to. Yes, I had to get into the lower register. Decades of service. All to darkness. He shifts his armor, an unnatural creak reaching your ears. The coast aligns itself to the tune of weak fools. Sticks bundled into kindling, waiting for a spark. I serve Viscon. I served Earth. A man needs to serve.
Yeah, but don't serve Viscon.
Tomorrow, I might serve another. Or I might return to the darkness. He leans in, his voice going rough and low. I am the Shade, soldier. I exist to serve and vanquish.
You serve Viscon?
The necromancer animated me. I am a shade of his making.
What do you remember of Earth?
He was a man. He brought great things to the lives of men. I served him well.
You fought during the conquest. You killed trolls, which I've done also, by the way. Just, yeah.
Good for you. Foul beasts. They were good combatants.
What do you think about our folk today?
They are weak. Their choices will haunt them. I care not to watch.
Heads up, chat. You're about to have ads in a minute, but we're gonna keep going. Feel free to catch up on it at all if you miss it because of ads. This will be going on YouTube. What do you think about your descendants? Magister Darrow is your what? Great-grandson? Also, your great-great-granddaughter was a warlock.
I care not for their trifling. They are a clan of spoiled weaklings. An embarrassment to my old flesh.
Oh, God.
And what is with their accent deviating?
That's a condemnation if you ever heard one. You would like your great-great-granddaughter, though. She's an evil warlock assassin.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she tried to kill me multiple times with dark magic and everything.
Multiple times. She failed at killing you.
They really are related, aren't they? Like father, like descendant. I'm not that easy to kill.
What an embarrassment.
Damn. That poor girl. No wonder she turned to the dark side. Her entire lineage is all judgment and no nurture. I actually spoke with her just a little while ago.
He snapped his head in your direction.
Oh shit. Your stomach stirs.
Speak, soldier.
I met him in the Beyond. He's dead, but his spirit remains.
Earth is. Tell me. What does he speak of? Vote green!
He knows Norvik faces enemies on all sides, free striders, corrupt magistrates, foreign threats, and he still wants us to face the risk of democracy. He calls himself a hypocrite who chose genocide to avoid risk. He asked me if a man should go look after his own tribe above all. Well, he did do all of these things. He's still a god, just stuck as a channeling force between worlds. I think the top one is the most relevant because, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, you serve Viston. Your god says not to do that.
He knows Norvik faces enemies on all sides. Free striders, corrupt magistrates, foreign threats, and still he wants us to face the risk of democracy.
Then he is a bigger fool than I imagined. The Dark Knight grinds his gauntlets together. When I learned that he faded, I did not mourn, for he led this city into ruin.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought... I almost got the impression that his followers were very zealous, which they obviously are. But I find it interesting that people, even in his own time, were looking at him and being like, he didn't do a good job there. But that might be... That's either a good thing, because they were like, we need to do better. Maybe we shouldn't have done genocide. Or it's a bad thing, because they would go, we didn't do genocide enough. So, there's two ways you could take that.
Earth was a fool. Earth was meek. That is why he failed.
Please have me speak up.
Meek? No, sorry, not meek. Not meek.
Heretical language from a shade of a man. Morgause Darrow has fallen into despair, and this is all that is left of him. Leave him in his wallowing. I actually, in terms of his meekness, in terms of his the things that he described as his own failings, the things that Earth didn't seem to do well were probably some of his better decisions. Him going, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have done it like that, I should have seen things differently sooner, are the things that I like about Earth. It shows a man that can question himself and not necessarily be resolute in everything he said. and can see his own failings and his own mistake. I think that is incredibly important in a leader to be able to be like, no, I was wrong. And to have the courage to say, no, I was wrong, even though people might look for you for guidance. And specifically because people look to you for guidance, I think it's a good thing if you are occasionally admit your faults. You can't do it to an extent of massively, because otherwise you wouldn't have a following. But I think it's a good thing that occasionally we accept our faults. It was his meekness that saved us time after time.
He is silent for a bit.
Ominous.
Leave me, soldier. The time will soon come.
His voice turned into a whisper, a wind upon the wind.
The reckoning, at last.
You and Viskin better not be fucking planning something, I swear to God. Listen. Death is on his mind. Blood and death. Walk away. Viskin, I swear to God, if you're fucking doing so, stab me with this flaming fucking sword myself.
I mean, he might expect trouble as well, because he's got Kraid up there.
Yeah. Kraid. We never talk. Who the fuck is this? Oh, this is the lady that was with the. I think it's the lady that was with the with the dignitary, the one from the Ascani.
No. Show me what you got.
Yeah, I think it's this.
Yeah.
This lady, but I could be wrong. Human, coast folk, a follower of the holy mountain of Divini Torum. I mean, it did occur to me that perhaps we hadn't met everybody. It might not even be her. Let's talk to her and find out.
Cleric.
You want to do it? Yeah, cool, yep.
The hooded woman stands in a corner of the city, her faded eyes following your movements closely. I'm here on a quick task to deliver a message to you.
Oh, what message?
It's a good thing I went to find you. She sneers, placing her hands behind her back. Then her eyes glow, her voice going deep. Any life in her face fades into neutral, calm, emotionless existence. When she speaks, almost sings, unnatural words.
Yeah, this is... I think this is the... Shall we watch your guard guy?
Yes. Helmin! Our speaking was monumentous meeting. Our speaking was a monumentous meeting. Despite my previous experience, it appears humans do not all carry forms of crudeness. We hope to find exceptional people within the Free Strider community, and you fit that description aptly. We have not done our research. We will be in touch if you ever wish to serve a greater cause in the West. Hugs and kisses. Light in her eyes fades, and she scowls at you.
Hugs and kisses?
The ambassador enjoys that phrase. He does not mean it in a needlessly friendly manner.
Right.
She bows her head. The ambassador will know you received the message. But on a personal note, I suggest staying away from the service, cleric. You do not deserve to see the light of the choir. After making her rude comment, the Western woman walks away in decisive steps.
Right. Cool. I agree with her. Let's back out of that arrangement we made with all haste. I still want the date.
Oh, you see Rick standing outside the tavern, the stone table before her covered in papers. Oh, why if it isn't the cleric?
Hello, Rex.
I think that's right. She stretches a bit with a sigh.
Yeah, I think that's right.
My goodness, such a lovely day, and here I am, busy as can be. I even brought my drinks cabinet out with me. You need help with anything? Or maybe you want to share how your little quest went about, man? About.
Got any plans for after the election, Rex Fighter?
Oh, nothing. You've got enough dates as is. Nothing I can talk about too concretely. Not yet, anyhow. I've got a few expansions planned. Currently, a third place business is covered in currently the third place business is covered in housing and palace, but North Wall is quite ripe at the moment.
I feel like they're setting up a sequel here with everyone going to the North Wall.
So I'm thinking of I'm thinking of taking on something new. There, I've got a few potential locations sprouted out.
North Wall? I live there.
Well, lovely. That's not what I said, but alright. Don't tell anyone you heard about it from me, but there are plans for a new living complex on the upper dungeon floors. That means there'll be a lot of foot traffic. That means a lot of thirsty people. Anyhow, it's all just ideas and concepts for now.
I might not want to be a cleric anymore. Maybe I should get a job as a bartender.
Depends on who wins the election too. Hopefully the freestylers. That should make my plans easier.
Oh, I guess we're also talking to Lisa. What about you, Lisa? Any plans for the future?
I don't remember her voice.
It was a cackling. It was witchy.
Yes, I've only just started to think about it, but
You got it. That was it.
Rigsbiter gives her a fiendish grin. It's quite the idea. The cat cackles. The hag cackles.
A nervous cackle.
There is no mega coven in Norvik. Will change with the election. Potion brewing focused on Ascani resources. That would be big business. There are many hags attempting to form something. Lots of intrigue going on behind the scenes. Now, I believe our dear Lisa here should be an excellent CEO. She's terribly skilled. She's got freestrider contacts. Her CV is about twice as long as my life story.
Oh my god! All the free. So the the Bondeville is also going to the North Wall. He loves the hags. He's a big fan of the hags. Oh my god! It's like a whole coalition.
I'd have to actually join a coven to do that. Rick Spider blows out air and waves a comment off. Just make one. Going the communal socialist route of sharing and caring will only result in infights and power struggles. We can totally get you some funding. The haglets will come trooping in like vultures afterwards. You'll have a mega cover in no time. Always the optimist. Fake it till you make it. She winks at you.
I have no opinion on this, but I feel the need to comment on it anyhow. We need a mega coven. You'd make a great mega coven dictator, Lisa. We don't need a mega coven in Norvik. Potential mega coven should run community, not commercially. I have no opinion on this, but I feel like I need to comment on it anyhow.
They both stare at you. Well, thank you for sharing.
So you're okay with leaving your hiding place, Lisa?
Yes. The omen appeared to fade once you left us, cleric.
Or maybe she was one of the people that was going to be targeted. Well, they have to be... well, she's not human, so I guess didn't want to get caught in the crossfire.
Whatever you did, it removed the stink of blood and guts upon the strings. Lucky that. I'd hate to see something bad happen to Norvik's most prominent freelance hag. So nice of you to say that, Riggs. I know, I'm a doll.
The way you voice Riggs is I can't tell the indication of, actually, that would be great for me. I've got socks placed against the downfall of hacks. Have you voted?
She lets out a dramatic, exasperated breath. Hell's bells! I'd completely forgotten about it.
I mean, she's confident.
Voting was the last thing I'd thought about today.
She's got her eyes on the prize. The prize being economic prosperity.
But yes, I should go and toss in my card. The hag, however, raises her hand and says, I voted at dawn once they opened. For agriculturists, of course, I liked their manifesto.
One of the only characters to have actually talked about the agriculturists.
They're a bit too small business-minded for my preference, but not bad.
I'm ahead inside. Point towards the tavern doors.
Oh, you can't, we're closed.
Don't worry, I have a key.
The fiend thinks for a second, then snaps her fingers. No, you don't. No, right, all this. We're losing that key. All this is allowed to hand them out according to our contract, but I'm the one who has to pay to replace the locks. So don't go dying in some cave somewhere. It cost me a fortune.
I would never die like that.
Perfect time for healing. Oh, I'd love to believe you, sweetheart, but at certain points, you clerics just can't be in charge of your own mortality rate, you know? She sighs. It's like you might go and fight a troll. Just forget I said anything.
Alright, see you around. I'm presuming that was the same conversation for this. The haggling cackles like a good hag should. I need to thank Ulzis for their gem. Oh, so empty.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Big party outside? You serious? It's the election. I'm joking. Just because I'm on a divine mission doesn't mean I can't be a little silly sometimes. She takes a swig of wine. I have a good feeling about this one. This ongoing change feels different. Might just be my superstition, or perhaps all these people I share my lair with these days. But I like this era. It's interesting. The Sphinx puts down her barrel. Or maybe it's the wine talking, she says with a mysterious smile. I agree. It's a good feeling era. You've only lived for 30-something years, human. Wait until you live through 3 eras. Then you can comment. I'm 27, actually. Oh, interesting. She sipped on the wine. As old as the era, huh? How pathetic. Shrug. Anyway, how did your little planeswalk go? Went great. Good to hear. I figured that emerald would work wonders. Been a while since I handed out a key like that. Anyhow, how did it go? I met Earth. You did? How is the old badger? He's good. Dead but good. Good to hear. Sad, but good. I'm just happy you survived. Going out beyond isn't exactly the safest hobby. She finishes up our wine and lets out a sigh. What a lovely day. I think I'll have another. I'm in a very good mood today. She's so drunk, she's doing the opposite of speaking in riddles. Did Isk Ohm come to see you? The snail? Oh, yes. Haven't seen one of those in errors, literally. He came by here? He did. We had a lovely chat. So you didn't know him from back in the day? Oh, goodness, no. Do you realise how many of them there were? She laughs. Sounded like he wished very much to revisit me in the future. I'm looking forward to it. You sure you're not voting? I'm fine, truly. You're not lonely down here? Oh, my sweet cleric. This place will be packed tonight. I'm just enjoying the silence while it lasts. Well, see you around all this.
I was half expecting the snail to appear like fucking Voldemort.
When I said the name, yeah.
Yeah.
You say Isk Ohm 3 times into a mirror, he will appear. The landlord.
The merman landlord is fishing in the river, as per usual. He acknowledges your presence with a grunt.
You still working on that fish?
He grunts again. Remember that rock you caught?
A shot of jaw, yes.
Just after you left, I got an actual catch. A big one. He holds out his thick arms to show you. 7 foot thick. Got one hell of a dinner that night.
Good job.
I'm assuming you're dragging up that rock must have called it forth. Something in my gut tells me that. So thank you for that. He grunts neutrally.
Are you sure you don't want to hear more about that esoteric pocket that just popped up in the middle of the night? Just in case it comes back?
No, cleric. I wish to keep my mind off esoteric things and events. If you please.
Alright, be boring then. A man of business, no chatter. Man with focus. You could be like him one day. All stoically cold and steely. What a life. Grunt and leave. Hello. Oh, elections! How joyous! Oh my god, there's so many people to talk to. Oh my god, it's like everyone's here.
Alright, let's remember. I take the car. But sorry, hun born today. Chini, Murray Yamar, Nick. Craft Chief Sonosu.
That's a hell of a Victor style.
I did the
It's
beginning
Welsh.
of that relatively well. Yeah. Oh, Welsh. Oh, God. Endbid in Bangia. Kankrik Megreshing.
No, it's not. It's primordial. Primordial. She is speaking in tongues. Oops. You're not having a stroke, don't worry. I don't think you understand me right now, do you?
She taps her hands together with a sigh.
I said, do you understand me? No, I'm going to wait a few seconds.
She waves her hand. Yes, now.
Yeah?
Great! Sorry, tongues must have rang out. I can't tell you that my stores have completely run dry since I last saw you.
I can tell you.
I can tell you. Sorry, I'm focused on the accent. People really want to shop on elections, don't they? I'm afraid if you wanted to buy something, you're too late. Should have taken the chance when you had it, my dear warrior.
I got the helmet, that's all I needed.
She winks.
What a charmer. Do you know what a deck of many things is?
Of course, a classic. Lots of those mythical tales floating around from around the Fade era, I think. They've all been lost to time now, they say, but I've heard rumours of one or two hidden in some private collection.
Yeah, I have it right here. Show it.
She records as you hold it forth. Please, I do not wish to get close to such magic. Perhaps later I shall find you and ask what you plan to do with that. Unless you wish me to hook you up with a buyer, though I'd be surprised to find one in these times.
I would love to sell it.
Understandable reaction.
Well, enjoy your time in Norvik. Hydrate? I just did that, but I will do so again.
I don't have my drink anymore.
I must be off. Good luck. No worries, Citron.
Good luck to
Thank you for coming along. Yes, good luck. Defeat the chair-bound person. The fancily dressed free strider strikes a pose as you approach him. He takes a deep whiff of the air and exclaims, "By golly! What a beautiful day for an election!"
Got Citron swearing, oh god.
You appear to be enjoying your freedom. You betcha! He then glances at you nervously. Just don't punch me again, yeah? Yeah, it was payback. I've been paid. We're cool. Right. Cool. He lifts his chin. I've been present at over a dozen first elections across the coast in my lifetime. I've seen the populace embrace the free strider ideal. Free trade, democracy, prosperity, liberty for all. How does Norvik compare? Oh, it's quite the unique beast, I'll tell you. Free striderism is built on such a core concept of freedom that it overcomes cultural barriers with ease, you see. But here in Norvik, it's even grander than usual. It's like a powder keg, just waiting to pop off into a wonderful cacophony of prosperity. Maybe powder keg is a poor choice of simile, but still. Yeah, it is. He looks up towards the pillow and sighs. Oh yeah, anyway, did you even catch that smoking invisible man I mentioned? I'm not going to tell him the details. I solved it, it's fine now. Wonderful. Very glad you survived the beyond, at least. Wouldn't be too happy knowing I'd accidentally sent a cleric to his death. He lets out an awkward laugh. I'm happy you survived the troll as well. Oh, well, that's all on you. He gives you a wide smile. I'll be sticking around for a few more days, so we should speak more when there's time. But first, you should place your vote, good fellow. Oh right, I need to do that. Yes, you do. For liberty, he exclaims, and then lets out a billowing laugh. But seriously, we should talk more later. I'll find you. He winks. Cool, I'll talk to you later. I'm giving you a break by talking to my characters.
Oh, one off. Oh, never mind.
Nothing you can say will sway her. She will play you until the end. Indeed. This is true. I believe this. I think I crit on 19s.
Ah.
Cleric. Isn't it a lovely day for an election? You sound happy. How could I not? Years of effort all for this? The revolution aims at the liberty of all folk around the coast, and if recent polls are to be believed, it appears we've succeeded in the goal for Norvik. Let's wait until we see the results. A wise statement. From what I hear, Free Striders will most likely form a coalition with the Nationalists, bonded through compromise and prosperity for all. It's beautiful to see. A coalition without the Asgarlists. Of course. Not that it wasn't on the table. Turns out the dwarfs are difficult to work with and despise orderly compromise. Who'd have guessed? What about the Party of Magic? Old Man Prax's party. I don't think they got over the minimum last poll. It was around 2-3% of those, so who knows? I'm still guessing he used some charms to get those votes, she says with a glint in her eye. The minimum is 5. Prax is washed up full either way. If you took over, it would have gone differently. I wish the agriculturalist was still in the race. I'm a father, it's in my blood. She laughs. Oh, I'm sure the agri-cult will rise again. There's been rumours of farmers going against the Asgarlis line. Maybe they'll even find reason and join the revolution. Yes! It'll be interesting to see. I'm sure it will. She takes a deep breath. I must say, I was quite surprised by how you handled that surprise meeting with the ambassador. Good surprised or bad surprised? Oh, good for sure. We've been having trouble dealing with their insane demands for months leading up to the election. Obviously, we don't have too much skin in the game when it comes to halflings here. But if we start fully supporting deportation and blockades, there would be an insane backlash in Reeds. And just as you said to the ambassador, there'll be massive backlash onto the Horde as well. Just wanted to help you out. Seemed like a city situation. Well, thank you. It sure was. I can tell you the ambassador already sent over a lessened list of demands for the AEFAs. It's not amazing, but something we can at least work on. You should stop working with them. They are alien invaders who would crush free striderism if they had the chance. York nods at your statement, then looks up at the sky as a giant seagull sweeps by. That is not 100% true, nor is it false. There are factions within the Horde more receptive to liberty, even democracy. As you saw with the ambassador, Celestials are not monolithic. We hold out hope of a free Divinitorum within due time. But yes, of course the current choir would happily consume Ascani and Reeds alike. They are brutal imperialists and conquerors. So for now, we will keep working with them. But of course, I promise the Revolution is well aware of the Golden Horde's nature. While I'm still setting up and prepping here during my starting soon, do you want to know the worst part about Akina? What is the worst part? And thank you for your concern.
What's wrong about Akina?
What a smooth talker. She is correct. Working with your enemy, trying to convert them from within is a valid tactic. Of course, with Reedsian bureaucracy, such a plan could easily blow up in their faces as well. Now, I've got a lot of things to get to. It's a big day. I actually can respect the hustle and I can respect her, and yet she causes me this agony. I honestly am fine with it. She has a cool fight. Fair enough. But you can beat it, Cetrin Netamin. You can. She grins, her tusk gleaming in the sunlight. Have a lovely election day. Nod and leave. Oh, it's him and his brother. And the other kids. Statistically, it could be worrying if all young men today feel as lost and unemployed as this one. Then everything must be going to shit. At least he's politically active. I'm saving a lot because I'm cautious it might pass the time of voting, and so I might have to skip on a dialogue and reload so I can go vote. Do you remember this? This is Captain, I saw a bird.
Captain, I saw a bird. You find the blonde kid standing with another, much smaller blonde child.
Huh? I think I did this, kid.
Yeah, I think you did.
Hey, look, it's a cleric.
Cleric! The blonde kid gives you a somewhat decent salute. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing well, yes.
Alright. Well, we just voted, or I did.
Yeah, I'm not old enough yet. Which seems stupid. I know more about politics than most people here. From being all around those newspapers?
Yeah, that. And bro is always doing going on about it too. There. Rollo crosses his arms and looks up into the sky. Actually, I voted blank. As a protest. I know it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter really, but I just felt like doing something on a day like this, you know.
Good for you, standing up for your beliefs.
He shrugs. The city is ruled by sycophants. We need some type of change, but none of the parties will do it justice. That's my thought, at least.
Maybe the agriculturalists.
Maybe. Except they got swallowed by the Asgarlis. Rollo then turns to his kid brother and says, "Don't repeat any of that, right?"
Nods. Snitches get breaches. Snitches get breaches? Snitches get breaches. That's what Dad always said, right?
He shoots on an icy look.
Yo off, good luck with your ebbing. Have fun. Have fun with your fighting. That's not the right saying. But man, don't talk about dead dads like that, kid. Sorry.
No, it's just... I'm the one who's sorry. The blonde kid glances at you. I don't remember if I said, but Dad was a bit of a cunt. We bought it off without him.
You're clearly capable of handling yourselves. Good going.
Yeah, thanks.
Ryan gives you a thumbs up. Any news, kid? Some fights last night at the flip. Most papers just focused on their election issue today, though. Just like the rest of the city. Looks like the Nationalists will win if you believe the closing polls and beyond that. The kid picks up a paper from behind him and shows you a picture of one of the last pages. There's a new party in the race. It's in the Post. It's the Post. Not often they enter tiny offshoots like this. The Adventurers Party. Look. The picture shows a group of armoured dungeon delvers standing around a tall human with a well-placed neck tattoo, an amazing haircut, and a friendly grin on his face. A handsome fellow. They type they'd love to plaster across as many issues as possible. Hello, Auroras. I will hydrate, big stretch, and posture check.
Get comboed.
I am comboed. I've been given the full care package. Exactly. Gotta get me the whole care package. Damn right. I had a look at the The VTT thing that you were talking about. I told Blue about it as well. Or at least I put it in a chat. I don't know if Blue actually looked at it.
What's this?
But I did have a look at that. It is. Let me get my wish list up. No, it's not that.
Oh, the one on Steam.
Yes. Did I not wishlist it? I could have sworn. Oh, Draw Steel. That's it. The Matthew Colville involved one.
I think you did. But
So who needs wisdom if you have Riz? Damn right. I am a charisma built character in real life. It was the it's not D&D. It's a completely different TTRPG. It's a new system. But it's something I think we could try out at some point, maybe. I think it would be interesting to do. Yeah. And it comes with some pre-done modules, so once we complete our campaigns in like 10 years' time, maybe.
Well, again, mine's already got three bloody sessions left.
Yeah, until part 2, though, because you are planning on continuing it after that.
Yeah.
As am I, to be fair. But I was thinking about we'll swap over to another system in the middle anyway.
All right.
Anyway, yes, I just wanted you to know I had a look at it and I thought it was very interesting. Looks like a bad man. Well groomed, attentive, objectively likable.
They seem like just a free-strider branch party. Willow says as he too looks at the picture. Like hypermarket liberals. The type they want the entire economy just to be built around finding loot in dungeons.
Yeah, can you imagine? Awesome. It can't be that bad. Look a bit closer at the article. You do so. The whole page is full of people commenting on how amazing and likable and charismatic Otto is as a leader and friend. I take that back, I hate him. Snell laughs after taking a glance across the article as well. What kind of ass-kissing article is this? Did he charm the entire post faculty? Sigh and try not to think about this autofilo ever again.
Either way, the blonde kid gives you a stern look. I hope you have a great election day, cleric.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff going on. Really fun. The boys return to their hut. Don't get into any trouble, boys. I was hoping he'd ask us for a job, because we did kind of present that option to him last time. But that's fair, I suppose. There's the Ascaris lady. Ah, that's the person I wanted to speak to. I wanted to speak to the seagull. The seagull stares at you. It does not move when you approach, though it does observe you. Speak with animals option. Give me the speak with animals option. Hello, Phi. The bird squawks at you. Before you can even cast speak with animals, it begins to take off, making some horrid noises as it does. Could have been worse. Could have pecked your eyes out. True, true. This is true, Snell. No election stuff. No election stuff, but sleeping.
Oh, that was Den. Remember that
was
voice?
Den. When you talk to this guy
Den.
before you were even on this thing.
No.
I believe. The dwarven foreman crosses his arms when you approach, lifting his eyes to meet your gaze. Mr. Cityman? Hello. Bow your head slightly. I heard of you, working all about Tolstad. Did you... Oh, hold on. He is actually Scottish. I remember now. Scottish. Did you manage all of this mess with the tea shop? Eventually, yes. Good lad. Any case, we've got our duty to fulfill here, in the last moments before a new, hopefully green dawn. Make sure to put down your vote in a wise way, for the future of the city. Wise, huh? As wise as Asgal. Nod and leave. Yeah, my 19s must be coming as crits. She does not believe in Asgalism, not truly, for she happens to be one of those people who does not see any rules upon the urban sprawl and cultural battlefields as worthy of respect. She does not believe anything. She does not believe anything can be pinned down into an ideology. That belief herself, that is her true ideology, even if she does not know it yet. A group of Asgal youths, activists, are handing out newspapers and chanting slogans. They are showing their values in the streets. One of them adjusts her glasses. I voiced her, I believe, didn't I? Or did you voice her?
No, you voiced her.
I can't remember her voice.
She was intellectual and done with someone with Rollo's shit.
Yeah. Cleric? She looks around and adjusts her glasses. So you're the cleric everyone's mentioned. We have met before. You don't look so tough to me. Toughness is in the heart. The Asgal youth member considers your statement. Then she ignores you and continues her service. Right. Well, I didn't have to remember her voice because it was very brief anyway. I'm actually going to try and run past them and go to the other side. Yes. Oh, hello, Tyr. Let's talk to this guy first. The imp. This is no ordinary imp. His stature and position implies a formal rank. A greater devil? What kind of game is he playing? Here we are. Election day at last. The little devil shows you a fiendish grin. You ready to vote, cleric? Oh, you know it. Figured. He glances at the windows. There's still time, though. No need to rush it. So many interesting people coming out here today. Plus, I'm sure you got a ton of stuff to catch up on. Heard you were MIA for some time there. The devil chuckles. Yeah, just cleric business. Of course. Now me, I'm getting brushed up on some stuff myself. These post-election months will be a big... These post-election months will be big business for me. Why is months tripping me up? What is it about months that is such a difficult thing to say? Weathering. But you don't know the outcome. I mean, sure. But the polling should be pretty precise. My professional estimation is this. The Nationalists will enter into a union with the Free Striders. Then the city will face a massive amount of paperwork. We're talking rewritings of basic law, designing a new company structures, trade agreements, citizen documentation. He rubs his little claws together. Stereotype. Whoa, slow down there, Mr. Comic Villain. Don't make it so obvious. It's good business. So much work. I love it. You'll profit from the chaos. Sure, I mean, yeah. Not like this wasn't expected. It's a long time coming. I've obviously got got a tight deal with Darrow, so wherever he goes, I tend to follow. Short deal with Darrow. Just an informal thing. He helps me, I help him. Started a while back, when he was getting started. I'm pretty good at finding loopholes, and he's the kind of guy who loves to stick a finger in them. Ew. Ew. No, not in a weird way. You were hoping this devil would be more honourable. If he is working with Darrow like this, he must be corrupt. The devil is lawful evil. Who would have thought? Hope you have a lovely action day. You too, cleric. Think carefully, and then vote. You can make all the difference in the world. His eyes gleam with sarcasm. I'm not going to ask him this question. Nah, fuck it. What's the legal status of a god who dies but exists in a fugue state between worlds? He stares at you for a few seconds. I have no idea. I mean, it's probably a grey zone connected with general ghost business. Ghosts, ghasts, shades, spirits, will-o-wisps, and other spectral undead are obviously treated slightly different from reanimated corpses, but in general, it's all the same. They're illegal. Even a dead god would have to get exercised in that case. But I imagine if I've spooked up the place, you get a slightly different reaction. Weird question, though. Why, you ask? No reason. Very ominous. I dig it. Good day, Braxo. Promise you, dude. It's a classic greased up god bros. Can't go wrong. Okay. Cleric! He sniffs a few times, then gives a half-enthusiastic wave.
Beside him, you see Isk, who has clearly been asking a ton of questions to the halfling scholar.
Can I ask you something about alignment? Of course. When would I ever shut up about it? If a man were to murder innocents in order to cast a spell that resurrects a really good god that would help hundreds more than he ever killed, would that be good or evil? Okay, you set up this hypothetical for me. I think your thesis needs to be rethought. The good or evil in that action would solely depend on his intent, right? If the man hates himself for doing this, thinking, oh no, how terrible I am for doing this to innocent people, and he is doing all of this killing while in a sense sacrificing his own spirit in the process, then it would be considered more good. If he did it for his own gains, then it would be evil. If he destroys himself in the process, depends on his inner workings. But if he truly believed the world to be 100 times better after his killing spree, his alignment would be good. But this is where you need to rethink it. Because what is this? This intention could be entirely delusional. Could be based on all kinds of craziness. He sniffs. In practice, outcome is all that matters. In the long run, too. Don't think of it as good or evil. Think instead of what kind of world you wish to live in. A world where life is consumable of great men. Where life is a consumable of great men. Sounds kind of shitty, doesn't it? So I'm a bad person for thinking bad things? He lets out a snorting laugh. If so, then every pubescent kid will have their name carved on a wall at the bottom of the 9th hell. The halfling shakes his head. Though if you're asking a pervert like me about morality, you're bound to get shitty advice. Good, then I won't worry. Good. Live life. Follow your stomach, as the hedonists say. You're a pervert? I'm in a purely ideological sense, of course. As well as all the fun ways too, he adds, grinning. Point to Praxis behind you. What's your thoughts on devils? Careful, you know I bite, you hear him calling out. Ho ho. As anyone who studies alignment knows, intent matters, but not so often in practice. I prefer the devil I know for the evil-aligned human I'm forced to deal with. There's something liberating about knowing fully what kind of selfish piece of shit your body will be, you know? No surprises. Unlike Celestials, you mean? Oh yes. Very much so. Ho ho. See about Escurum? Look at the large snail man. I have. Heard you had a hand in letting him out of that stasis. Extremely fucking interesting.
Thank you. Yes, I'm up here again. Yes, there we are. Thank you for your kind description, my good halfling. You are fucking interesting as well.
Don't teach him to speak like that. The halfling waves a hand. I'm no teacher, I'm a scholar. I can't help what kind of shit comes out of my mouth. Awesome, my two favourite local wise men meeting up. As well as your favourite devil, you hear Braxo call out from the other side of the tea shop ceiling. Potentially. I'll take it. His cackle echoes up the city slope, then he returns to his newspaper. What are you guys talking about? Look at Snow and then Isk.
A Plendant here is catching me up on your civilization's current level of research. It is fascinating to hear about your various branches you've gone in. Some ways you are not that far away from our level, though you have gone in a wildly different directions when it comes to examining sentience.
I'm writing all of this down, just so you know. And I'll gladly get as much research content from you as possible. Do you have anything with you mentally or physically?
Yes, that can gladly be arranged once I get my laboratory in order.
Birds of a feather. Idiom. Hit him back. Peas in a pod. The goblin gives you a look. He's ready. Two sides of the same coin. Great minds think alike. Turn around and stare at Snow. Marching to the same drum. Thick as thieves. Expression now says, you know that one? Damn. Pots from the same clay. Cut from, his eye widen, the same cloth. He raises his hands. You win. Thank you. Take a bow. Snow and Isk appear to have stopped paying any attention to you and return to debating something esoteric. I'll leave you two to it, then. Leave them to it. I should leave them to it. What? Leave you two to it. Leave them to it. I should leave them to it. What a weird... What?
I mean, it was verbal, like, action and then narration.
Yeah. I am going to take a quick 5-minute break while I go to the loo. So, I said 5, I meant 3. I will be back in a couple of moments, so see you all in a bit.
Have a nice piss break.
I will have a nice piss. We return. Hello, everyone. Nothing happened. Let's carry on. I don't think there's any harm in just putting it out there. If there's any issues, then we'll deal with it at the time, I suppose. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, Atir, let me behold you. I've discovered nothing new about you.
As you approach the angel, she turns to face you in the air, a glorious, radiant aura enveloping your soul.
Snell gives her a nod. I'll be over there if you need me. Then he scurries away.
Atir turns her face, facing your general direction. With her face. The crowds are filling the streets.
Don't call me that, cleric.
Don't call me that, cleric. Voices cast for the future. Among all mortal behavior, it is this I treasure the most. I thought that said your insolence. Your insistent need to be heard. How many eyes spin slowly around her head.
Deep in thought. No wonder she's so pondering. She just had one hell of a conversation with our old boss. I still can't believe we met Earth.
I believe I understand you. Despite our differences. Her halo slowly comes to a stop.
Do you think you should listen to Earth?
Yes, and no. I will take his word for what they are. A suggestion. My intonation on that was very strange. In the coming days, I will spend time on meditation. What my future brings will be my own choice. But if it matters, thank you. I appreciate your input on this matter, cleric.
Oh, input? That's something you can work with. Or just hit it with a classic. A danger. You must beware.
Yes, Meek senses strange feeling. Is heart danger? Yes. Meek not understand. But, Master, be careful.
I have something I'd
You
like
might
your
die.
input on as well. Did it hurt? Hit it with a classic. Wait, is this really the best time? Do not attempt to flirt. No problem. Man, lots of people out there. Wait, is this really the best time? It's the best time of all. Special day. Just had a deep connection with her. She's open with you. You got some nice banter. Go for it. I don't know
think a
which one of
classic
these
would
two
work.
that a tier would appreciate.
I don't
Because
feel like
the
she'd
first one is
appreciate
ballsy,
classic.
which she might prefer. The second one she might find funny, but I think she probably would have heard that one many a time before. I think I know what I would do in this one. I would wait till tomorrow.
No. I don't know if
No.
there'll be a tomorrow.
That's the problem.
Gotta fuck the angel.
I have something I'd like your input on as well.
Yes, I understand. You wish to discuss copulation. Copulation. Holy shit!
Your heart skips a beat. This is fatal for you.
I think that was more than one beat.
What? No, Atir. Gentle flirting does not equal intercourse. She's going for it. An interesting turn on events. Oh no. Oh no. You can't do this. Your heart is literally exploding. Yes. For now, only one thing can be attempted. Survival. Minus
You
3
called her
DC.
pretty, you made her laugh.
You managed to realise why she's annoying at you. You called her pretty, she made her laugh.
Ooh. Oh!
Yes! That was the right call! The pain. The fear.
It just basically went, hey, you wanna fuck? And immediately the cleric casts a spell! So not to die!
Yes. I can handle this conversation. Yes. Atir,
Yes, cleric.
let me take you on a date.
Her eyes begin to spin faster. I tried to kill you so that you wouldn't ask. On this day, I have chosen to act human. Perhaps that may continue in the coming weeks as well.
You can be human, or angel, or anything you want.
The angel stares at you with many, many spinning eyes. Like a human. We shall meet. For some time after this. For a date, as you put it.
I got a quest. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. It is done. The lady has been wooed.
Once this is over, that is. The angel floats gently before you, a faint smile appearing on her porcelain face.
She is opening up to you. It's a wonderful feeling.
The angel lowers herself all the way to the ground, her armored boots hitting the ground with a thud.
And see, that's how you describe someone going to the ground. That's a good way of
Even,
describing that.
even then, having the word ground repeated twice. Lowers herself to the floor, her armored boots hitting the ground with a thud. Probably would have been the better way of doing it, just because the repetition isn't necessarily doing anything helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the sun is setting. You better have got your vote in.
I mean, in a while. Metaphorically. Literally.
You have finished your job. I am considering my path. What will be yours?
What do you mean?
What will you do once this city changes? Once the election reshapes its foundation?
Oh, God, I hadn't thought about that.
A halo floats closely to your helmet.
She gives you time to think. You've got options. You could be a freelancer. I will always be a cleric of Norvik, nothing else. I think I'll go private, work gigs, a freelance cleric. I want to study more, become a great wizard. I'm going to help people, no matter how. I should get into politics, that seems like a good idea. I yearn for the fields. I'll be an agricultural engineer. I think ultimately, probably this. Or this.
Yeah, that 4 seems like the most cleric answer. He's kind of just been helping people despite his work.
I'm going to help people, no matter how.
You're a good man, cleric. I like that. I will watch your path with interest.
And I'll watch yours.
Sith. Her many eyes observe you in silence as the roaring city around seems to fade away.
You've been unsure which gaze to meet all this time. Those alien eyeballs rotating around, detached from her porcelain skin. But for the first time you feel certain. You see all of her, all at once. Look at her. Snell takes a few careful steps up to you. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, but,
Not at all, Snell. We are finished here. Good job to you as well, Snell. You have performed a great service. I do not speak on behalf of the city, but I am certain everyone in Norvik is grateful to you.
He lets out an awkward chuckle. Something about compliments from a little angel just makes you giddy. Sure. Thanks. One more thing, Atir. What are you voting for?
Yeah, sorry, I just need to ask that from my heart. Her telepathic voice is silent for a bit. Then she answers, I do not know. I don't think it's a good time to say angels are so indecisive.
No, I agree. I think she knows she's an angel, you know? You don't need to point it out to her. It's like in any
Yeah.
D&D thing
Also,
when you're like, orc, and they're like, yes, obviously.
also, she said that she was being a human today.
The amount of times people have looked over to that too. The amount of times people have looked over at Zavkiel and gone angel is
Yeah.
insane.
She's like, yes, 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 I am.
Same, honestly.
Well, and then in private, she's like, am I? Am I really? She holds out a hand in front of her face. I have decided to be a bit more human. For this day only. And possibly a few days into the future. This was written without consideration that you might try to date me. Her many eyes look to the sky. We will see what fate brings.
Good. Non-mortals should aspire towards our fleeting glory, to burn all the more brightly before the end. Chaos. How interesting.
Velixia
Will
ass
you
logic.
look at that? Maybe she'll even go yellow. Her heart is gleaming and good. Perhaps even green. Bow your head and leave. That's the thing. We don't know, nor do we really need to know. That guy is still brushing on that roof. He's been doing that for a long time.
No one ever asks what I'm voting for.
I already voted and now I have to get back to work. They only allowed me 10 minutes to go vote and then I have to go back. No one even goes up to this roof. I don't even know how I got up here.
Buds keep shitting on my fucking stuff.
Do you remember Darren? I mean, I'd be surprised if you could go up.
Marissa Crawford. Oh no, that's not quite right. Fuck it. Where is he? Oh, is
I need to remember her voice as well because I feel like they're going to talk to each other.
Also, I dragged my chair out here. You see Coin Lord Darrow speaking to a brown-haired girl in a dress.
His daughter. Yes, Tram. They share phenotype.
With just your application, you know well enough how proud your mother would be if you were accepted, Fieldress. Or Fredris? Your mother named you.
Okay, I don't remember her voice at all, so I might have to just quickly check my own videos to see what it was. I think I got it. I think it was generic woman voice, but I could be wrong. Wasn't that video? It wasn't Esoteric Ebb 13. It may be Esoteric Ebb 12. I want to act out. Be born in, I think, what was dialogue? And then I, Darrow's daughter. Sandspoke. How? Holy shit. Yeah. Taking LI will last longer. Okay, fine. That's what it was. I'm not going. It's not just an application, Dad. For fuck's sake, you pretty much own them.
He scoffs. And when exactly did I buy this university?
The girl holds out a letter, shaking it in his face. Our name is in the damn pamphlet.
Look, he says, actually calmly. It's the best establishment on the court, sweetie. You could at the very least visit before you... Then he notices you standing there, a bit too late.
Oh, yes.
Can't you?
It's her. The so-called assassin.
Cleric, can't you see
What
that
were you
I'm sat here reading the paper?
Ray goes wide-eyed, glancing between you and Snell. Anger? Fear? No, her eyes are screaming, not these fucking guys again. Apologies for the swear word.
Wait, what? We'll continue this, speaking about this over dinner.
Yes. She mutters. She points 2 fingers your way when her dad doesn't notice. A message appears in your mind. Shut your fucking mouth and don't say anything to Dad. After sending the message, she mutters an awkward, "Of course, Dad," before sending you one more message. Please.
Honey, you'll know that you have to mouth that shit to send the message.
I've got the observant fee.
I've got the observant
I've got
fee.
lip reading.
I can read your lips. As could anyone ever since that, you know. That was used cleverly once.
Darrow?
I know. Yes, indeed. Along with many others. He taps on her on the head. Friedrich is quite the talent, you see. A proud inheritor of House Darrow.
Sure. What's this about university?
Oh, nothing. Just the typical big choices of youth.
Magestone. In New Phrasen. Magestone, one of the most famous universities on the coast, situated in New Phrasen. Phasen or Phrasen? Unplayable. Half across the world. She shouldn't go to university if she doesn't want to. Girl looks surprised for a moment. She should join the Earth Guard. I'm sure they'd change the gender rules if you made a point of it, Magistrate. Excuse me?
There is some wisdom in your words, Cleric. We will talk more tonight, Frey.
The girl looks at her father, and to you. Then she walks away, rubbing her eyes.
The coin lord cuts in. Cleric?
I mean, my logic behind that is, she's not going to do some weird warlock shit if she's surrounded by clerics and paladins.
That is true.
And it actually might give her a little bit of direction.
Yeah. No, I think that is probably a good decision, or a good enough decision.
The same logic I have for the nationalist boy is the same logic I have there of, if you're kind of lost and need purpose, it might not be a bad place for you.
He wipes the dad expression from his face and puts on a faint smile. I would have stormed off as well, but I've got my fucking lounge chair here. So I guess I'll talk to you. Last thing I heard, you went into the pillar in some ritual. I was quite impressed when I heard. You must have found proof of that rogue spellcaster hiding in the beyond, I assume. The problem is, our beloved Sage Leaf was told everything. He takes a step forward and glances. He shuffles the chair forward and glares at you.
Fuck you, Darrow. I have no regrets about that. I actually think she's a better direction for the city than you.
She knows all the details of the tea shop, and has already begun legal proceedings.
Oh, it must be difficult for you.
I find that highly annoying. The coin lord looks at Snell. I believe your lady is already well aware of that fact.
What, you did tell me to work with them, Darrow? Sure, he answers in a monotone voice. I just told her the truth.
Yes, I'm sure that you did. He sighs and rubs his temples. No matter, it is what it is. And what it is a massive headache in the coming weeks. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
The Condor adjusts his expensive robe and lifts his head, looking towards the pillar of Joe. Nah. Your esoteric excursion. What did you find out there? The root cause was handled, I hope.
I could even the playing field. Just tell him about her.
I mean, to be honest, the Viscan Lich thing is probably not a bad idea at this point. It's like, fuck
Yeah,
you.
I wouldn't mind pointing everyone at Viscan, regardless of that. So I probably will mention that. I'm not going to tell him that she's a dragon because she seems fine actually. Like she's not. You know, dictators aren't great, but as far as dictators go, like you could have worse. Before anything else, you should know Viscan, the local mortician, is a lich.
He waves his hand in front of you as if to toss away your comment.
Yeah, I thought he knew.
I don't want to hear that. He has caused no trouble, and we don't want any.
But
No buts. He is a valued guest of our city, and we do not want to get on his bad side. Now focus.
he's a lich, a monster. You can't just...
Do you seriously believe him to be the only abomination we allow within the city borders? It's a fucking giant warlock thing down there. Please. He scoffs. A monster on payroll is a mercenary. And a monster with a mutually beneficial contract is a business partner.
Yeah, he did scream Freestrider on him, so he was very much about the exchanging information.
So, stop this inquiry and now focus. The tea shop, what did you find? One moment.
We'll just wait for Blue to return.
I'm back.
You're back.
There are some people outside my door that I don't recognize. This is going to be interesting.
Okay. I went into the Beyond and fixed your problem. You don't need to know anything more.
He stares at you for a few seconds before letting out a great big sigh. You're a fucking bastard. Oh, sorry. No, that's between the lines. It's fine. I don't have time for this. If anything here comes back to bite me, I'll hold you personally responsible. Just remember that.
It won't. I've handled it all.
For your own good, you better have. Let this esoteric bullshit be put behind us. The coin lord sees more people arriving from the hill, his eyes narrowing. This is the end of our talk. As you might imagine, I'm quite busy on a day like this. He starts... He would start walking away, but he has to pull his chair with him, so it takes a few minutes towards the crowd. Be wise, be vigilant, cleric. Be wise, be vigilant. Also help me with this fucking chair!
It's His words come across more as a threat than advice, to be honest. As he disappears up Tolstad, Snell lets out a groan. What an arsehole. A massive, sneaky arsehole. The biggest on Tolstad. Absolutely enormous. Gaping, if you will. Oh boy. I think that's everyone.
I think it is.
Election day. Queue starts here. Alright, we'll do a sweep. Servants, you hear them talking about how much of a dick Dara is. Yeah, that's fair. There's the guys that are greasing themselves up for some fucking reason. It's just a tall man. These guys just cheering on a tall, giant man.
Yes.
Why?
Because
they
I saw him earlier. Yep.
Why? Why not? Yes, 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 yes.
Bicycle.
Yes. Bicycle. Is there anything else to add to our bicycle? You see your bike now alone on the bridge. It's absolutely beautiful as always. A manlier bike would be in red, but it will suffice. Snell watches how you stare at the bicycle. True love right there. It's wonderful to see. Why is it alone? What happened to all the other bikes? They probably cleared them to make room for all the people here. Good thing they didn't touch yours. I've got knock. I could use knock on my bike. I imagine this is how all the cowboys of Old Dominion felt when they reunited with their horses. We'll never know for sure, so yeah, why not? Off into the sunset on your yellow bike. Dramatically appropriate. Epic. I'll come back for you. Pat the bike and leave. Yeah, I was worried there if I unlocked it. That might just be it. Bikes are cool. You should ride your bike more. Well, if it just ends the game, I will reload.
That would be really funny if you just get on the bike and leave.
Just don't vote.
Hidden neutral option.
Knock! You cast knock on the lock of the bike. Oh. So you didn't have your key? I lost it in the river. Oh yeah, right. Got it. So now you can ride on back home? You want to ride with me? Oh yeah, after I vote, of course. Of course. I'll come back for you.
So funny if the bike gets stolen.
I think. Unless there's some weird esoteric bullshit about to happen. That we have talked to everyone. Oh yeah, I don't know if you picked up on this before, but I don't know if you were there for that, but she fucks trees.
Oh, nope, did not pick up on that.
I got an achievement when I found that out. Or it's strongly implied she fucks trees.
What was the achievement called?
Or at least, hold on, let me just... Tree Hugger, learn the dark secret about Nissan and her tree.
Oh.
She said she leads the tree on, and she is okay with giving the tree some kicks occasionally.
Oh my god.
You walk up to the crab. A blue crab. Bet he's a nationalist. Why? Blue is the colour of Norvik. So we all share the city. Not for long. But isn't nationalism all red? Norvik is the arcane era was red, a time of bloodshed and violent growth. This era, this is blue. And the crab made you think that? Yes. I speak of animals with the crab.
Got your finger.
No. all crab's this annoying.
Just me. I'm a stinker.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I thank the gods. They are wise creatures to commune with. As you do, the crab clicks its claws in front of you before jumping off the side of Tolstad. Let us hope this crab in particular is the roughest example among his creed. You are very tired. Oh no, I forgot to tell it what I was voting in the election. Don't worry, cleric. I'm sure it already knows. It probably does not care. The sheer amount of relief I feel in this moment is absurd. Did you do it? Did you manage? Did you beat up the disabled?
He did indeed beat up the disabled.
Hey, congrats! You beat the woman in the chair! Woo! Truly a good day.
And then he started playing Raymu for a little bit.
Yep. Got stuck between people. Not a roguelite mode that I'll be visiting at the later stage, though. Nice. Well, we're nearly done, so this might be good timing. But I guess continue on for now. Do you want to share my victory? Good luck. No worries. I appreciate you sharing. At least I think we're nearly done. Like I said, some bullshit could happen. Some esoteric bullshit.
I mean, you've got your date, right?
I've got my date, that's true.
Don't know.
I might have a date first, Cetron. Time estimation, because a day in the life of being an izakaya overtakes over 30 to 45 minutes every day. We'll start when you have a day, when you have a time free. I don't know, unfortunately, Cetron. I cannot answer that question. The goblin glares at you with his muscles.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I know.
I'm sure you
Why
can
can't I
talk for like 10 to 20 minutes after Ebb
Oh,
is
for
done
sure.
anyway on Ebb. So absolutely go for it, Cetron.
He's fast in line. Few people remain in the queue. Though most are finished, done with the charade. It's getting late. Your companion looks around the chamber, the faint yellow light filling every corner. Might be time to cast your vote, eh? He's going to miss this. Another job in the bag. Hell's yeah. The goblin gives you a tired smile. Yeah, I've talked to enough people. Let's wait in line. Finally vote in the election and finish up your quest. Well, that's it then. Bit of a wait, and then it's done. Nothing's ever truly done. That's true. There's still the... That's that deep, disgusted groan. So much paperwork. Snailgrab wanders the fence post nearby, leaning his body weight upon it. How are you holding up, by the way? We've been moving constantly every waking hour for a long time now. To stand just like this, Jesus, feels like I'm getting feeble-minded. It's still a bit of a shock, I think. Snow rubs his bloodshot eyes. Could always talk to the press. The press? Yeah, like, get this all down on print. That could be a wonderful opportunity to share some of Scarlet's love. I've got a friend at the Post who'd love to write about all of this. Lumiere Kolchov. She's the crazy lizard woman. I think you'd like her. Lumiere Kolchov, big name reporter for the Post. She writes articles about all kinds of esoteric bullshit, and is able to turn anything into a compelling story. Hey, you've read her work. You have indeed. She is a hack fraud. Not sure how much you're able to say without getting in trouble with your bosses, of course. You got friends everywhere, it seems.
Taro can fuck himself.
It's this line of work. I never seem to make acquaintances, only enemies or friends. He shakes his head. I love her work. She's a, what do you say, special gal. She's a hack fraud. A type of acting journalist who writes inane, unsellable, dialogue-focused genre fiction on the side. Absolutely, just your type. Could be fun, maybe. Something to think about. But that's for tomorrow. Or next week, or next month. Who knows how the city will look by then. Finally.
This game will never end.
We'll get some golden glory going around here. How hollow it will all feel afterwards. But more importantly, will Snell be okay? Will his people make it through this change? Will you be alright? I'll be fine. A nonchalant shrug. With a hint of uncertainty. About build one hell of an institution here. It'll make it through, no matter who's running the show. The HWT will survive. I'm sure of that. Whatever you do, do not equate them to cockroaches. I think you're right. You got some spunk in you. Sure. We've got spunk. The goblin grins. Now you, on the other hand. What about me? Well, what's your plan? You will serve, bend over, pray for mercy. You will help make the city a utopia for all. Snell gives you a moment to think. He's actually interested. I'll be the best cleric I can. I'll survive somehow. I'll hone my magic, become even more powerful. I'll find another job if this whole cleric thing doesn't work out. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Stay silent. I'll be the best cleric I can. Heh. He shoots you a wicked grin. I'm sure you already are. Thanks again for telling Aunt Darrow to shove it. That was great to see. I did? When? You know, when you told him to when he told you to dismiss me. That was cool. Really didn't expect it. Oh, by the way, your voice is still really high. What? Since you downed that mirror potion, it's still high-pitched. From when we drank the gender change potion. High in a manly way, or... Oh yeah. The manliest mouse in the kingdom. The goblin grins. The most evil grin you've ever seen in your entire life. It is, to be fair, absolutely hilarious. As you keep talking, the chamber appears to grow even ever thinner in folk. You only have a few minutes left before it is time. Now, before you head up, ask him. Ask him what he's voting for. That'll help you figure him out for real. Gesture towards the ballot box. You know, I gotta ask about your political opinions. The goblin sighs. Clear your throat. Yeah? Hit me. Say it with a rough voice. What are you voting in the election, citizen? That's private. Ugh. He wants to have a piece of it to himself. Understandable. You know I had to ask. I did expect, yeah. But he lets out a hearty scoff. I'll tell you this much. It won't be for the Free Striders. Good choice. I'm not sure how healthy an anti-stance really is, but I'm sure they'll win in the end anyhow. They always seem to do just that. You're green, I assume? Look at the ballot box. I'll decide when I get there. Fair. He brings out a yellow notepad. I'm not the type to write stuff down, I swear. But at some point I realised I should note down how often you make all of these political comments. It got pretty ridiculous at some point. Then he flips through it.
How many times did you ask?
It looked like that was his head and he looked so sad and ready for death. I can't remember what that was referring to.
Hold up. Before you continue, how many times do you think you've said? Because I'm
I've said
imagining this is going to
I
be an
think it's
in-game
going to be
tally.
Asgalis quite high and followed by Free Striderism. And how many times I've asked? I'm going to say 50.
Only 50. I feel like higher.
In whatever the green eye one is. You mean wisdom?
Hmm? Yeah, wisdom.
Fair enough, I suppose. Here. Snell shows you a page full of scribbled lines. It's like 30 times, cleric. I'm not
Fuck.
saying you shouldn't be politically engaged, but you're clearly a bit too fixated.
Okay, well,
I breathe politics. It's in my veins. I suppose so. The goblin shakes his head, placing the yellow notepad back into his jacket. As he looks away, silence takes over between the two of you. There is something. Something is left unspoken. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, the sad. It is very empathetic, so it probably does wish for death most of the time. It went over Snell and like it peeled out of a petri dish made of pain and suffering. Fair enough. It is weighing on Snell's mind. He takes a deep breath. Just a bit longer. Then it's all done. He does not want to address it unless you do it first. Under the effect of enhanceability, you solve the tea shop mystery. You had a chat about relationship. You fixed his lamp. You took a breather together. You stood up for him against Darrow. He didn't think your virginity was a big deal. Am I under enhanceability? I am.
You are, apparently.
Understand, Snail. Snell is a good person. He is a goblin. Yet you've seen some great integrity within him. That is not something you ever suspected in such a crossing. You can trust him, and you can understand him. What's he thinking about then? He is thinking of Earth. There's a lot unspoken about your encounter in the void. Let him ask it. You're thinking about something. I am. Yes, I can tell. Let's talk about Earth. The goblin slowly closes his eyes, relaxing his posture. He is carrying it no longer. Yeah, I have to ask. I just had a brisk conversation with the man who personally slaughtered my entire race. Let me ask, what the fuck am I supposed to feel about all that? Rage and confusion. I think you made your opinions very clear to his face, which is impressive, by the way. That is something you only learn in time. You may feel appreciation he let you live. I don't know, Snell. I'm not a goblin. Rage and confusion probably is apt. This, I feel like, is also valid, but it lacks empathy. Factual, though. Rage and confusion. Since you put it so concisely. Snell lets his face fall into two palms. His brow furrows into scrunched messes as he adjusts his jacket. A tick. I don't know. Part of me hates that he got to me at all. What? How do you mean? I should have shot him with that sling for what he's done. But something about that look in his eyes. I wouldn't expect that look in the eyes of someone with that kind of power, who had that kind of power. They knew from the start that it was all just a gamble. I don't know how to even process that. And that's how all those gods went about it? following divine visions of whatever dice roll had the greatest chance of success. It's insane. Sometimes I wonder if we all have our choices laid out like that, one after another, just odds and strings in a tangled mess. Let him speak. Yeah, real world choices can't be broken down like that. It's far too complex. Let's just let him speak. Snell places a claw and put up against his temple. It's just... This old man stands there, defending every choice he's made, as if he were infallible, whilst also showing so much regret, like he knows how much he's fucked up along the way. But he'd still do it again. Am I supposed to feel bad for him? Or should I be some all-forgiving monk, just because he did his best? On top of that, he has the gall to tell me what I should do, like his words are anything other than the ramblings of a dead god. Fuck. I don't know. He looks down at the beautifully carved dwarven tiles. How do you feel about it? Follow what your heart is whispering. He was just a man endowed by a divine spark. Treat him like any other human and you will see the truth. Remember what he told you. His era is over. You and I are the ones here. This is our city now. He shouldn't have gone to Ascan to begin with. I don't know, Snell. I'm only human. I like both of these. I'm struggling to choose between them.
To be honest, I think the top one, because it's kind of like, do what you want. Because the second one, as much as it's encouraging, it is also exactly what he told you to do. And I do feel as though saying to Snail, hey, make your own fucking decisions, is probably better.
It's also saying forget the past, move on, but you can't really. He was just a man endowed by a divine spark. Treat him like any other human, and you will see the truth. The goblin looks up. Right. I can do that. The goblin's eyes are full of contemplation. He will think about this conversation as much as he will about the one with your god. Intensely voting dwarf. I did it! The dwarf at the front of the queue yells, his voice echoing out into the now empty temple chamber. I finally voted! I actually did it! Ha! He steps away from the ballot box, wiping sweat from his brow. I like that. The whole conversation was just happening there whilst this guy was just thinking about voting. The dwarf turns to look out over the chamber, tears streaming from his bloodshot eyes. I didn't think it would be so difficult. At least you've got one guy who cares as much about politics as you. With this gentleman done, you see nothing now. Nothing standing between you and your voice. It's time. The end of Election Day. Save the game. It's time. You approach the ballot box. It's slit. A canyon of possibilities. Huh? Time to cast this damn vote. The guy next to you drops in his own voting card. As he too leaves the chamber, only you and Snell remain. Speaking of which, here. From his breast pocket, the goblin shows you a freshly printed voting card. Without any of the boxes filled in. You rummage in your pouch for a moment until you find it. Your old voting card. It's so damn crinkled, and all the boxes are filled in for some reason. I already have one. Yeah, but they won't accept that. The rules clearly state only one box can be filled in. What does filled in mean in this case? I'm not entirely sure. But my guess is means that some type of ink, graphite, or really any type of clear pencil marking. So I'm only allowed to fill in one choice? That's how it works, yeah. I've heard some cities do it with some type of weird ranking system. But I'm assuming it never caught on, simply because it's way too complicated for the average voter. Oh god. Ain't that the truth? even more so for the below average voter. Above average, obviously. Obviously. I'll use yours then. Yeah, do that. Look at the new card. You see the Norvokian stamp in the corner. The perch. It is official. Printing is a bit different from the printing from the card you received in the mail last week. Seems like the goblin must have ordered a new batch. You always think of everything, don't you? Oh yeah, I got an eye for detail. He holds up another card looking just as fresh. I just snagged an extra when I took one for myself. Unceremoniously, Snell then drops his voting card into the box. Huh? Done. A power move! What? Just like that? What do you want? A fucking ritual? Song and dance? It's in the box. That's what matters. He's known for a long time what to put in his box. I think I'm just nervous since this means realise what's happening. Yeah. Snell steps aside. Your turn, cleric. The ballot box looms. Its shadow ominous, emanating an uncertain future. Turning to leave, he instead looks back with a scrunched expression. Just gotta ask one more thing. The prayer. What? The prayer. The old man mentioned you would pray every night for one thing. It's been killing me, so I gotta ask. What was it? Yeah? Goblin gives you an almost desperate look. He needs to hear this. Can't hurt to share. Not like anyone will ever ask you again. Your most closely guarded secret. Only shared with your god. Does he deserve to hear it? I prefer to keep that between me and my god. No, Snell. It's, Snell crosses his arms. I would look out of the window each night. I'd look at the, moon and the dark sky. Then I would ask Earth to give me one thing. Yeah? He leans in. What was it? Hold up a finger. One. Only one is enough. I thought it was going to be this. I prayed for one friend. The goblin listens. One friend. That would be enough. That's... He gives you a shrug. That's not unreasonable. It's really not. Laugh. Your goblin companion laughs alongside you. He holds out a sharp claw. A show of friendship. Or brotherhood. A friendly gesture. Take it. A hand to shake. Be cool. Give him a tap or something. Shake it firmly. You give him a firm handshake. He grins. Your brother in arms. He's going to miss this. For whatever reason. See you around, cleric. Your goblin companion then walks down the stairs, heading straight for the exit. As he goes, you hear him yell out, "And don't vote for anything stupid!" Watch him leave the Temple of Earth. Then, you're alone. Turn back to the ballot box. You see it staring at you. Next to it, a simple pencil. Just you and this amazing little box. Could you imagine 12 revolutions, decades of violence and upheaval, all to get you the chance to write whatever you want on that little piece of paper and drop it into this silly box? You are now about to contribute as one in approximately 300,000. For comparison, the textbook on esoteric history you read for your Towers initiation was 320,000 words long. Imagine yourself as one of those words. Then realize how vastly little this action matters in the grand scheme of Norvik. Yet, one singular word in that tome can change its entire meaning. Vote. Vote for every person, each creature, all things in this world of yours. Vote. Pick up the pencil, look at the card. Everything upon your shoulders. As you bring forth the voting card, the pencil in your hand, a world watching.
Bit full of yourself.
This is difficult. I'm still not sure what to vote. The ballot box offers no advice. Yet you must do it. Choose now. One final time.
Yes, is this voting? I sense danger. That's important. Methinks Master will make good choice.
You want to help me choose?
Oh! Is there Mimic to vote for? Yes.
There should be, but no.
Oh. Then Meek will skip.
Your talkative scarf morphs back into a non-talking scarf. I'm sure I made a good decision. The ballot box calls to you. You can delay it no longer. What if I choose wrong? There is a reason goodness is aligned with intent rather than outcome. If you truly value the world, then there is no wrong choice. Only an attempt to fight for the right. No one's ever going to find out what you really write on that card of yours. Not really. Someone asks later, you can just lie. So don't think too much into it. There is no correct way to vote. No wrong one either. Simply make do with this one singular voice of yours. An insignificant duty in a sea of mediocrity. God be damned. Cannot wait for this election to be over. It's just one vote, it doesn't really matter, right? It's more about the symbolism, you know? Supporting the democratic revolution and so on. One man's fighting against impossible odds. I wonder where Snell went. There was nothing more significant. Tense, yet still. You are in control here. Make a decision. I wonder what will happen to Norvik. Difficult to say. Chaos, order breaking down, complete collapse. Or more logically, nothing at all. So nothing ever really changes from banalities like democracy. The city will live on. It has dealt with bigger issues in the past, and it will survive worse disasters in the future. You will make sure of it. There will be good days ahead. For you and all the folk of this wonderful city. Now vote already. I'm going to vote for... grasp the thing there.
I vote for myself.
Vote for Snell.
Vote for the cleric. It feels like if you put in the cleric, you're gambling because they're just going to, like, whoever's looking at that box could just kind of turn that towards any cleric that they want.
Fill it in every box. Leave it empty. Vote for Snell. Vote for Ragan. Vote for the cleric. Vote for the Arcanist, Party of Maverick. Vote for the Agrarian Rural Party. Vote for the Asgalis Workers Party. Vote for the Revolutionary Freestriders. Vote for the Party of Norvik. I mean, a vote is the interesting thing is the vote is, at least I believe in most countries where you vote, an intensely private thing. No one gets to see your vote. No one gets to know what you voted. But I suppose whenever you vote, there is also the moment where you're standing there and you're thinking, what do I vote? Unless you've really thought it through and are very, very committed to what you do and what you think is right. Ideally, what I would want, and actually, interestingly, what the game wanted, what Earth wanted, and what the leader of the country wanted beforehand, was originally I was thinking maybe Free Striders Asgarlist middle ground. But they also wanted but in the end it's gone towards Norvik and Asgarlist working party, which is oddly what I have lent towards. This is on the more right side of things. This is on the more left side of things. Together, they're two different ideologies that can potentially try and create something new and better amongst them. If they work together. If they can compromise, if they come to a middle ground. I think I think what everyone's saying is right. I think the Free Striders would win. Because it's in a lot of people's best interests, or they think it's in their best interest to vote for the Free Striders. This, not going to happen. Also, that doesn't mean you shouldn't necessarily not vote for something, even if you believe in intellectual superiority, then you should vote for it. Same for this. But I don't think they have a chance of running. Madness. All of these are madness. You could, but they're madness. Leaving it empty is a valid option. It's a protest vote. It doesn't mean anything. It's not going to change anything. It means that you would have no impact, but it does effectively send a message. This is also the same outcome as this. But almost most people would spoil their ballot before they would fill in every box. And often when you fill in every box in a voting place, they often choose it as a vote in some places. I don't know. Or if you fill in only one box, or if you fill in two boxes, they'll take one vote from one box. I think these two have the biggest majority. I think this would be the third option, and the third running. And I think it's the party that I've been most towards.
I think that would be
if there was a party that meant meant all of these, or a joint, I would. What was that, sorry?
Asgarlist is probably the most consistent for you throughout the playthrough.
Yeah.
Sort of had sprees into the other ones, but
I would want some kind of union between parties. I would want some kind of joint thing. But if I was here and I had to vote, and this is my opinion, and we've been talking a lot about what my opinion is and what logic is throughout the whole game, I would vote for the Asgarlist Workers Party. You fill out the box with a heavy heart. For the ones who fall behind. For the ones who want to build an egalitarian dream. You are a good person. Hold up the voting card. The ballot box. ... Look at us go. You hold the card in your hand. The ballot box below. A symbol for everything you are. Everything you can be. Once you put this voting card inside that box, you have already made your choice. Now, follow the string. 50%. First election, Master 27 EE. That changed then?
Bit flickered. Yeah, 50 to 51%.
Oh, it's a split. My vote does matter.
Oh god.
Drop the voting card. Someone has to be that 51.
I'm pretty sure that
But
50 flickering 51 was supposed to be a reference to Earth mentioning that he does shit on a 50-50. Um, because I think that would probably come up regardless of what you picked there.
yeah, probably. I think so. I don't think it was ascribed to any particular party.
Yeah. It would be really funny if you clicked one of them. It was like, this has a 5% at the moment. You're fucked.
You roll a D100, or roll like a D1000 or something. Wow, this felt like it would never end. Especially when we were in that last stage. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but this game felt like it would go on. It almost felt like it could go on forever in a weird way.
It did set it up that the world was continuously moving in such a impressive way that, like, yeah, now putting the vote into the ballot definitely was like, oh yeah, that's clearly the end. But
it was always going to be the end for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
But you've arranged meetings past that date.
Yeah.
Which does an amazing job of going, yeah, well, the game is finished. However, the story that you have made continues, and you should continue to think about it.
Yeah. We're following up the pillar.
Nom.
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 You didn't even get to see all of this. Because some of the art was cut off at the bottom. Cool song. Yeah, that's got to be based on... I'm 50-50 as ironically as to whether I like that ending. Because I don't like the 50-50 analogy, because I don't like it.
You were never going to know who won.
Yeah, I don't think you should make a choice based on a 50-50.
No. I mean, granted.
Yeah, I guess it kind of boils down to everything Snell was saying at the end. Like, if life was like D&D and you had to base everything on dice rolls. I don't know. When I play D&D, I don't necessarily do it because I think something's going to succeed. But I think part of me probably does a little bit. Like, you go for the more likely outcome. But sometimes you just say, fuck it, and just do it anyway.
Yeah. I was going to say, you definitely plead your case, try and get the best odds that you can. But then if you don't get them and you still really want to go down that course of action, then... There he is. Like, because I know that there is an element of, oh, it's what my character would do, and there's good and bad connotations to that. But sometimes, in, like, the sort of best possible way, it's just like, no, this is what this character is going to do. I'm not gonna stop them, even if it is the dumb decision.
Yeah. Hello, Seagull. Can we not do this, games? Can we not do blinding white lights, please? I think that was probably meant to be the string there at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
The string, because it would have directly linked up to where I was voting at.
Did you just say Snell?
Hmm?
No, I just thought I heard the singer say Snell. I was struggling to hear.
Secret of Monkey, Dungeons and Dragons, Planescape Torment, and Disco Elysium. Strange work of fiction, names, characters, place, and incidents. Yep, not associated with real things. Resemblance. Powered by the Esoteric 5e rule set. The Esoteric Codes and all Esoteric events are created and owned by Christoph Bogar. Huge and heartfelt thank for you to every single person who bought and played legally or otherwise this silly game of
Gotta read faster, mate.
With that,
you've got to
we
go.
end today's session. It's been an honor to DM for you over the course of this adventure. Your cleric has been incredibly interesting to watch. That's a compliment. Somehow you actually managed to score an actual date with a tear, the literal angel. I'm sure she's as surprised about that as I am, yet you went the distance and showed yourself interesting to whatever small degree before the ancient metaphysical being. Be proud of that, and a little afraid. Oh, and don't forget about your new buddy, Isk. He will have to seek out terrifyingly powerful magic in order to bring back his dear wife. You think he can do it? Maybe you'll have to help him out. When it comes to Meek, you're obviously got a familiar for life.
Yes.
Though you better keep an eye out. That old master of his is definitely still around. Maybe you'll even get a chance to chat with him at some point. Then there are questions surrounded by those lost minds as Kale was looking for. That sounds like a higher tier dungeon to me. I'm guessing that might be a great focus on the next adventure. Who doesn't love a good treasure hunt? No matter what, the Golden Horde will keep a watchful, radiating eye on this city of yours. And that eye might end up fixated on you because of how you played in that meeting. It'll be exciting to see. And then there's Imestra. You didn't really run into her, did you? Maybe you did, we can never really be sure. There is something strange about drawing strings. You play them well in your mind, but as you recover more of these twisted phrases, ask yourself this short question.
Did you have fun?
What is the 50-50? Ultimately, though, I am most intrigued by your encounter with Earth. For Snell, it was a meeting with the horrors of the past. For Atir, it was a reminder, the more she stays put, the faster everything around her spins. For the cleric, it must have made a lasting impression.
Actually,
One that will shape his future, and the era to come. Speaking of which, with the election done, I feel like this campaign needs a time skip. Couple of months? Years?
Woo.
Norfolk is heading into the tumultuous time, but your Asgard cleric will surely find purpose in the cause. I can't wait to see what you do next.
There it is.
There it is! The end of Esoteric Ebb. Wow. I enjoyed my time with the game, very much so. I'm just going to quickly just pop in to Setterin Netterman's stream, just see where he's at.
He's currently talking with a bunch of NPCs and doing purchase stuff. It appears to be a morning.
What a shame that I do in
They
fact
probably
meet
it's
them.
best to mention to him.
And I need
And
butter.
he
I
can
need
tell you how
pepperoni
much time he's got
sauce
left.
on this. So I need that as well. My money, my wealth, where is it going? Oh, hi. We are done. Just let me know when you are ready. Credits rolled. Ah, alright, cool. If you don't mind, I'm going to then just finish this day, and then I shall be ready. If that is fine, I'll try to be quick. Okay. I'll take my
Gives you a
time.
bit of time to try and wrangle others.
What are you two gonna do in the meantime?
Indeed.
Discuss Ebb? I mean, yeah, you can probably do that a lot. We will, jump in the server chat when you're ready. Will do. Neato.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
I would say as much as that like has a bunch more stuff, like the world continued and all of that, it hasn't really left me with much like lingering. As in, like it's certainly a good story, but I don't have much to sort of reiterate on top of the game. It did actually tie itself up rather nicely.
Yeah. It left a couple
Yeah.
of loose things, but that feels like sequel bait.
Of course.
The other stuff, I don't think it left me with any particular. I think it tied itself up, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
No,
I think it tied
absolutely not.
itself up in such a way that I think I'll be thinking about it for a while.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
in the way it does its mechanics, and I'd definitely be stealing a couple of things, I feel. But I don't think I'd run a game too different to the way Esoteric runs it, in my opinion. But I think I steal that from the things that it probably got inspired by. So I think that's probably where that link comes from. Things like Disco and things like Planescape. And Planescape was an incredible reference for Disco Elysium itself. So I do enjoy how they do like the feats and things, how they employ that to be like, oh, you've discovered, it's like self-actualizing something about yourself, and that in turn turns itself into a feat. I've always enjoyed, it's something we do in our D&D games, where we have a unique item or thing in regards to ourselves, and then we level that up as we go, because that feels like more of a personalized kind of journey. And I think the phrasing of it in this being like a self-actualization and discovering something about yourself, or internalizing a quest that you've been on, is a good way of doing it. I think if I was more dedicated to more of a game playing of leveling, I would probably do something like that. Like, I would be like, oh, you want to take a class in, like, Bard. Okay, well, you need to go find a Bard. And you need to learn from them. And you need to, I would probably do something more like that. But I find it easier to just be like, this has come from within. This has come from yourself, and you have decided to focus on this aspect of yourself. And you've decided to focus more on being a Bard than being, I don't know, a barbarian. Barbarian.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what is...
a fucking barbarian?
What is a 50-50? That's kind of the whole... That's something that's been left with it. I don't like it. I don't think you should make your decisions by 50-50s. But no, I enjoyed all the characters throughout it. I think everyone just kind of... the fact that the characters are so themselves is a very good thing. I can think of each character and I can think of a personality trait from them, or something that they think about something, and it kind of lines up throughout. Enough for the characters to sometimes surprise you with their thought process. Because you might think, oh, this character thinks this way about this because you've got certain preconceived ideas by what they've said. And then they'll say something and you'll be like, well, that doesn't track with what I was thinking about. And they'll be like, well, I am a 3D person, I am a fully actualized person. Sometimes I do not think, the things I'm saying doesn't necessarily line up with the things I'm doing. Or they'll just be like, well, I changed my mind. So sometimes the characters will surprise me with that.
Yeah.
I also like that they don't tell you their whole life story straight away, although some do. But that seems to be based on person to person. So, like somebody with Snell, for instance, you have to work on that to make a friendship. It doesn't come easy. You have to spend time. You have to look into each other. You have to discover what both of you like and kind of delve into more deeper chats. I think it's I think the characters are something that this game does really well.
Yeah.
Even
It definitely delved into
side note characters. You know, even the random giant eye thing or the landlord have
Show me what
characterization
you
to each of
got.
them,
Oh
even though
yeah,
they're not
God,
massive characters.
the number of times that I was like, oh, this character's not going to be that important. I'll give him a wacky voice that's going to be hard to do for an extended period of time. And they've been talking for 2 hours.
And yeah, I enjoyed the politics of it all. I enjoyed talking about it. The game always makes you choose something. It always kind of forces you down a path, but that path is still your path to choose. And I think by that, other games could probably let you not say something or get away with just sort of not interrogating a situation. And I think that's something about this game is it forces you to have to think. Or maybe that's just me, but the way I see it is the game forces you to make decisions, and therefore you must start to interrogate your thought process and what you do. And people will call you out on it. People will interrogate your thought process and interrogate your decisions. You can still stand by them, but the very act of doing that provokes conversation. And I think it's very good at making you think about conversations you might not necessarily want to have, like genocide, for example. And interrogate the real kind of value behind those decisions and the logic behind them, and puts you in a position where you go, would you do that? You know, what's the logic behind doing this awful act, and could you empathize with that? I think it's very interesting. I really liked the paladin as well that we talked to, whose name I can't get every single time, but I really like the paladin. That character stuck with me quite a bit. I thought they were the good villain for this story.
You know, all except his name.
All except his name, yeah. Lord Gorm.
Yeah, that was it.
Is it as good as Disco? No, I don't think so. I did like it.
Right, well, failure.
I don't. Disco is very much held, probably idealistically in my mind. I think it's not. I think comparing it to Disco is a good thing to do, but I think comparing on it by its own merits is more important. I think this is a good game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's probably all that matters. Really.
Yeah. I think... Yeah. I mean, it's definitely provoked a lot of conversations between us throughout the course of the story. Where we've agreed or disagreed on certain things, and the personalities of the different stats has definitely been a point where we're like, what do we interpret about this by what they're saying? And I think that's where we've had the most kind of... I don't think it is saying that, or I do think it is saying that, and the way it's phrasing. Apart from a couple of clunky bits, I do think the writing is very strong. It has to be. It's got a lot of it. And it's going to have mistakes in it, because of course it is. There's a lot of it. And the only issues I have with the writing and nothing to do with the actual story of the writing is just little things like the flying and the falling to the ground and stepping on the ground, that sort of thing.
There were a couple of weird moments where it's like the lexicon of the writer probably could have been a bit broader. Because they were great in some moments, and then in others, it's just like you're reusing that word a lot.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I feel like that's a stylized decision because it kind of has to be. You've demonstrated that you can have a wider array of like synonyms. However, in this moment, you seem to have waylaid them.
But I also like that it's not necessarily too flowery at times. I think it is very, very flowery.
Yeah.
But I think when they are trying to just explain a big concept, a good like a big magical concept, they try and then ground that within a. They'll say something in like it's like throwing a pebble into the ocean, or they'll say something like very common and easy to understand in order to try and ground it within a sense of realism.
Yeah, when they were
use that
explaining
flowery
things,
language
it was
to be
fine.
like, oh, it feels like you're expanding. It feels like you're, you know, a lot of that sort of thing. It, like, especially with the esoteric stuff. But then they ground it with something simple.
Yeah, which I do think that's quite good.
In terms of the narrative, I would not have predicted that end of the game at the start of the game. I wouldn't have predicted I knew it was going to have to end at the election because that was kind of our countdown.
Yeah.
But I also knew I didn't know the twists and turns as it was going along. I didn't know who to focus on or who to look at, and I still think pointing at the paladin, the duck, was not the worst logic, and it did lead to some sort of coalition there. It was somebody in armor, and it was somebody dedicated to an ideal.
It was.
But yeah, I thought it was going to have to be a new character. I didn't think it could be someone. They'd already been foreshadowed. They'd been mentioned beforehand. Lord Gorm had been mentioned a couple of times beforehand. But I wouldn't have been able to 100% get that down.
No.
And the assassin that was following us, that you thought was an elf sometime. No idea how it happened, like with the tea shop and kind of putting it together as we go, and then having the narrative beats kind of fall into place. It's like some of our suspicions. There was no point where I went, oh well, that never was foreshadowed. That never was predicted. Everything had a link to something that had been said before.
Yeah.
Which I definitely feel was a big strength of the game.
Yeah.
And a good thing to any mystery is there's nothing more annoying than watching a movie or playing a game and you get to the end and the evil bad guy does a monologue and he's like, and then I did all of this off screen when you didn't see it, and there was this Deus Ex Machina that came. I hate that. You have to lay the groundwork for a mystery to work. And there were some red herrings thrown in there as well. You got to kind of accuse everyone of being an asshole or being the murderer at various points. It was fun. It was good. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fairly alright. How about you two?
Doing alright.
Debco.
Ebb went
that's
very
good.
well. We got to the end of it and now we're just chatting about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that though, don't it?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what
We're chatting as if it was like the end of a D&D session. Yeah, I had a...
I mean...
It's a good game. I would recommend.